get assist, please, to do Pally Power?
Yes, sir.
Rocket, you have lead, so you'll have to promote him.
Nope, now Scott does.
Hey, nobody want the responsibility of raid leader.
Dude, I will take raid leader and give it back to you when I'm done.
What happens if I kill Mr. Bigglesworth?
I don't think he's in this one.
He is,
Honey,
yeah.
Bubble, get off.
Oh, is he?
He's right there.
That's weird. I thought the information I saw was saying that it was only in the Wrath version. But maybe it's only in the Wrath version for Kelth's other spawn. Oh, no, he does.
Yeah, it looks like KT yells at you.
Because whatever site I was looking at was wrong.
All right, we got everyone on. Let's get our zone in and world buff or raid buff up real quickly.
Still waiting on assist.
Mr. Bigglesworth is the true raid boss of Next Rams.
Why do I have a skull on me? Is that
Did you take it off the mob that we put it on?
the do not heal mark?
Hopefully everyone practiced their dance moves after last night.
Do we want to buff Shadow Resist right now?
There's no point right now.
Alright,
Well,
Pally,
buff it for the
power
trash after these A-bombs, I guess, sure. The lab guys. So yeah, I guess might as well go for it.
For the time being, I'm not casting Blessing on the Warriors, so... Or Blessing Sank,
Yep,
specifically.
hold that off until
Yeah,
we have a wipe, basically.
yeah, pretty much.
Alright, Riddles, I took it off.
Oh, good.
Thorin, I'm not seeing you in Pally Power. Do you have it enabled?
I'm on a laptop right now. I didn't notice I didn't have Pally Power.
We should have more than enough pallies.
Yeah, we got it covered. We got it covered.
Yeah.
So get this Belcher. Oh. You just pull the golems out then.
Yep, look, we can pull these 4. Remember, tanks use a FAP. Melee, FAPs help.
Ball incoming.
Same healing assignments as last night.
Yep.
Let's pick up on Mark.
Try to separate these. Don't stack them. Don't stack them.
Yeah, I fucking hate this game. I literally just walked up and died before I could even get a hit off.
We went from 87% to 0 in a blink.
Yeah, no, it was instant.
Also, do watch your hots and stuff on the tanks until we get to patchwork. We do not want to push off a stam buff for one of us.
Yo, and I had a Titans. What the fuck?
Alright, next time that Bile Retcher circles around to the front of the room, go ahead and grab it. You
Yeah,
might
I'm about
actually
to
go.
get it. Just make sure you don't go past me right here. We'll pull slimes too.
Kanye, are you thinking right now?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
There should be one more Bile Retcher that's perfectly positioned, basically.
For future reference, you can delete a tank salve by casting Blessing of Sacrifice on them. So if you're at all, I mean, I would usually just let the warriors decide if they want salve or not, because whatever, but yeah.
Or if you're the paladin that cast it, if you cast a different blessing on them, it'll change the...
I just usually use Sacrifice because it's
Slimes
like 30
incoming.
seconds. And
Yeah.
These are the tankable slimes. Let's go ahead and grab that other slime in the middle of the room before it wanders somewhere stupid. And then we'll pull the pack on the left after this.
I wish they had a better way to do the scraps than just put one on every mob.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get a lot of them over time.
Alright, go ahead and pull and get in.
After this pool, could I get some water, please?
Once again, try to spread them out. Don't stack them, namely the Patchwork Golems.
I don't know what happened to you, Scoop. Just saw your health just go to nothing.
Did you die from fall damage, Scoob?
Make sure we get her water real quick. If that's
No,
already
it's
taken care of.
just double cleave,
Very much.
Bioretcher Slam.
I meant Scoob wasn't sure how he died. Let's go. Once these guys are up and topped off, let's pull it back on the right.
Is Bioretcher Slam done to the main target, or is it AoE?
AoE.
Yeah, he just got hit by 4 AoEs at the same time.
Jesus.
Access loose. Got hit before I could.
Alright, we got slimes as well. Off tanks, grab the slimes.
Can you spell me, please, disease?
Alright, onto the slimes. I give people a second to get some mana back after that one. Then we got one more pack in that room, and plus the patrolling belcher on the left side.
My mic working, was it good?
Yeah, your mic's fine.
Yep.
5, 4, 3.
This is assuming Gimli is ready.
I gotta get close notice on the button. There we go.
Incoming.
None of the melee really want to be close on this pole until they
Not
get all
until
spread
the-
out.
Yeah, get them spread out first, guys. Let them get spread, or else you're gonna get AoE'd.
4 at a time, yeah.
Alright, we can
You
move up
have
into the room, but
Got to be fucking kidding me.
What? Nah.
Alright, let's grab this one patrol. Watch out in case the Grobulus drops more slimes on our heads.
That's wild. That's
Mail that to just mail that to my mage. It's all good.
Wrong with getting that over nothing.
True.
Could have been in place servo arm or something.
Yeah, I don't think that mob drops it. Servo arms from our lightning totem boys.
There's another trap.
Slimes.
Okay.
Alright, these next slime packs are the AoE ones. Melee, stay far away. Well, everyone stay far away. Let's throw frost traps at the door and pull them.
Melee, run in Sapper for the big dick DPS.
It's not.
Please don't.
I mean, you know what, Scoob? You can do it because you already died.
There's a retcher padding. I'm gonna see if I can snag him.
Okay, we'll get the Retcher, then we'll get the slimes. Alright, we might have other slimes drop on us from Grobulus right now if people watch that. Still try to get the Retcher when you can, but just keep your eye for Gribula shooting slimes at us.
Should we push him into the other
Retcher incoming.
Yep. Oh, slime's coming.
Pick up the thing. We'll take this slimes.
Alright, once we kill these slimes, you should be good for the AoE pack. Let's reapply our frost traps and pull these dudes.
It is not time to AFK. She went to live.
Big dick AoE time on these nice slow moving slimes. Melee grenades are fine, dynamite's fine. Do not sapper. Got people trying to flex with a bop.
I was like this kid.
He did that yesterday.
Just don't get too close.
Remember if
People
they
getting
are coming
backpedaling, not suggested.
I wouldn't even risk it.
Runaway range, don't get close. We got a couple on the right side that aren't frost trapped.
Yeah. Watch out.
Range for throwing dynamite is too small, I think. It's risky.
Just keep moving back.
Just keep backing up. Yep.
Back up, guys, back up.
I could bubble sapper those things.
You can't.
Jesus.
It's really not necessary.
Thanks for the heal.
Clear.
Alright, let's move up, guys, before we get any respawns. Remember to try to jump this first river. Really try to jump both, but the first one's actually doable.
Just like at Hagen, jump the river.
Gimli's gonna put pack on for group 1.
You can actually make that jump, just not this next one.
Let's grab this Bile Retcher on the right side before we do the next jump.
Yeah, these can pull the other packs, as we found out.
Yeah.
We might get one on the left if we're not standing right.
Yeah, just be careful.
Trying to get knocked back into the green view.
We should pull the one on the left, right? And
When we have a
should.
good shot.
Yeah,
Too
once
late.
he's free of the other ones.
Yeah.
It's too close right now.
Let him come back around, we'll pull him, and then we can pull that pack over on the left.
Come on or come across. Don't go across.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll jump the river once we get good old Sludge Belcher over there on this
Yeah.
side of the river.
Don't get too close, we don't want to body pull him.
Yeah, that one he's next to that pack.
And then let's have somebody watching behind us too, and just in case those slimes
Yeah,
spawn,
I'm
we can
looking.
get through those.
Fortunately, we're not Horde, so I don't have to tell you about totems and make sure your pets aren't back there for some reason.
Incoming. Alright, I'm gonna put pack on for group 1 once this is dead, and everybody should jump across.
Remember, just get to the far bank. Don't go any further than that.
Group 2 today, Gimli.
Okay.
you know, it's weird. You can make the jump back, but making this jump, I haven't been able to do yet.
Alright, let's heal up, man up.
Yeah, it
So-
also sucks off all your mana.
Yeah, it reduces all your stats by 90%.
Yeah, it
so
technically
will get
does
carved to
damage you, it
10%.
just reduces your stamina, and then when it comes back, it doesn't get refilled.
Be nice
Yeah,
if
you
it
just
did.
lose it all real fast, then kick it all back.
Okay, and we're gonna run at these guys, right, Gurney?
Yep.
Yes.
Make sure the lightning totem's highest prio for DPS.
If you are targeting Skull, you'll see him cast Lightning Totem, and that's when you wanna swap to it.
That's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, holy waters are good here.
Yep, ready for big raid damage. That went way better than yesterday.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to see a mechanic to really understand it. Get this 4-pack of A-bombs.
I'm gonna be pulling it on the right-hand side to try to avoid pulling.
Who is doing that marking thing?
Retchers in between the two tanks right now.
Also, merely remember to stay away so you don't get insta one shot by the cleave.
Are these guys stunned? Plenty of
Yeah.
five?
Okay, pulls gonna be incoming in 5. Gonna try to wait for that Retcher to pad away.
Nice.
I'm help, please. Anybody?
Yeah, he got stunned for a second.
Guys, any else?
Square's good if you want to attack square melee.
Careful.
Don't
They
back
don't
up.
look
Don't
back
back up.
too far.
Whoa.
There you go.
Can you make it so that can you like do a command that says like use like item slot 19 or whatever for a trinket?
Yeah, 13,
Yep.
14. I'll post it in Discord if you want.
Healbot definitely does it.
Yeah. You can just type out like the name of it.
Warriors and tanks, just mark your own target real quick, and then we'll pull these in 5.
5, 4,
Oh, incoming already.
Go.
2,
Go to the
Lightning
trinket.
1.
Lightning totem.
I'm a green bear. If you can, dispel green bear. Dispel.
Lots of raid damage, remember?
I'm tanking both of these guys over here.
Keep Kanye up.
Woo, close one.
So, did he like cast lightning totem and fear at the same time, or what happened there?
That's what it looked like.
Probably.
Sorry, are those fused? Oh, I actually don't know if they are.
Abomination.
dispel them.
Careful,
Yeah.
the Retcher.
Back up, guys, a little bit. Let's try to give people a second. Let's get this
We got-
Valor before he gets close, but still let people drink for a second first.
Okay, we got 51% mana. Full
Yeah.
incoming.
These guys are easy.
He'll die quickly, yeah.
We'll be fine.
Mana after he dies, yeah.
Mana actually
Oh my
went up.
God.
We're at 63% mana now. That's funny.
Every single one of these fuckers drops a scrap.
At least we'll have plenty for our gear.
Could have a couple tier 3 bracers next week for folks.
I'll try to get this Sledge Belcher next.
Yep, he's on the left.
If the druid stuff drops and I win, I could probably make it with the leather scraps this week.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's probably not very hard.
For druid stuff, Omega 1.
Kanye, I just posted
It's technically paladin, druid, and hunter stuff.
Alright, we're going to be running at these guys again.
Thanks, Apollo.
Just watch your surroundings. You don't want to go too far forward.
Go back and left.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, try to move them right behind the pillar, yeah. Or left behind the pillar, I guess.
Kanye's tanking a shitload of guys right now. I don't know what happened. Okay, never mind.
Good job on the totem there.
Still not sure how this mind flay chains. It just seems random.
I think it does the most damage to the first target, and then it gets less to my.
Yeah, how's it pick targets? That's the real question.
So it starts with. I mean, I think it's threat based.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Well, half the time they cast them before anyone even attacks them, so it's just like an instant cast. Alright, Patrick is pretty blind, but don't anyone go on the right side of that river right now, please.
So for anyone who wasn't here yesterday, as far as like warriors, mark up the assistant that you're going to be tanking, based on the announcements post, right?
Yep. Alright, we got a Belcher incoming.
And for the healers that are healing the people who are being hateful striked, you're gonna need to be doing like your best heal. It can't be like flash of blade, rank whatever, because they'll die.
The other thing is you'll need to be healing him before they even get to the boss itself.
Yes, like in the pool.
So
That was the
V14 posted a lot trying to help healers on Patrick specifically. So as we're doing these last couple packs, if you're a healer and you want to read that, it can be super helpful.
Yeah, he mentioned either like pre-casting heals and hoping that they line up, but then you gotta cancel them if they don't line up.
Yeah, he was queuing up
Or just
greater
waiting.
heals, and then if it wasn't necessary, canceling, and then just always having a greater heal queued.
Take these to the left in case of fear.
All right, we'll get the Belcher when he's clear again, and then we'll get the last one of these packs. Tanks, check yourselves.
Also, for the melee DPS on the threat meter, you do not want to be above the people who are getting the hateful strikes, or you will die.
And range, do not pull off the main tank, or else it's basically a wipe.
Yep.
We're gonna wanna have like everyone except for Scott, Gurney, Greenbeard, Dez, and Soldar to just not DPS at all for like 20 seconds. Like we'll call it, just don't go in.
I said it yesterday, and almost nobody listened. So if you could listen, it would be very helpful.
Yeah, when Scott calls it, that's when.
Especially with robots, this isn't really a DPS race per se. It's more of a don't full threat
endurance fight.
All about the healing, man. DPS just needs to not fuck up. Healing's actually seems somewhat difficult.
Okay, 95% mana.
1 second on my food buff here. All right, now let's go ahead and pull in 3, 2, 1.
One to the left, Patchwork is right there, so if there's a fear, be careful.
Scott, were you able to update the healing assignments on Patchwork? I don't have access to the sheet.
All right, so just as a general reminder, Patchwork is basically it's a healing and not getting smooshed fight. We're gonna have several seconds of the tanks building initial aggro first before the DPS starts. Dez will be main tanking. Green Scout and myself will be soaking the hateful strikes. Healers only heal your assigned target. If rando other people somehow manage to take damage in the raid, it's gonna be on them to bandage themselves. Once the DPS starts, though, it is a essentially a DPS race. So once the tanks have established their threat, it's time to go hard.
They'll call it, guys. Basically, just sit back and relax. When they call for DPS to go in, that's when we go in. It's really important.
I want you guys to be bored by the time I call for DPS to start.
Also, again, with the hateful strike soakers, when we're saying like casting like greater heals, that means literally the whole time.
But don't finish them if you don't need to. You should
Exactly.
basically figure out what heal you have that heals for about 2.5 to 3k, and just be constantly spamming that and canceling it as needed.
You can spam a decent bit more than priests or druid because of how your mana works, but yeah.
And if anybody has any questions, now's the time. I'd rather sit here and talk for 5 minutes and then get a good shot on the boss than somebody not know what to do.
For sure.
And wipe.
Yep.
We can always wait for it to pat back again.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. If you have any questions, let us know before we do the poll. All right, if everyone's ready.
All right, let's go.
Stone shield the fuck up, tanks. Dez, stone shield, stone shield.
No DPS should be going in here. No DPS.
Wait for the call.
10 seconds. Okay, go. Dez is dead.
As people get on Soldar.
Just heal the fuck out of the tanks.
Like Rocket said, the people who are healing Dez get on Soldar, start spamming him.
Gurney's main tanking it, the others will be hateful soaking.
Milo, go Oleg Day.
What the fuck?
Spam the shit out of the heal mode.
Not gonna lie, healing a bear is easier.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Did not realize I was unmuted there.
No, never unmute yourself again, dude.
Yeah,
I
what
want to
the-
hear all of that.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
I assume you said, let's fucking go.
No, my roommate's dog is like whining because he's not here right now, so I.
Oh, you said
told him
shut up,
to-
you stupid.
No, I
fuck.
just said go to bed. My bad, boys. Caden, you're gonna want to watch out just a little bit.
Restone shield soon, tanks. Restone shield soon.
10 seconds on mine.
Slow and steady, and we got this.
This like wild flailing is making me really nervous.
I'm not even looking at the fucking boss. I'm just looking at my hotbar.
At 5%, all tanks pop shield wall.
Good Van, get it, innovate.
Check the mana pot.
He's got a lot of health, so don't pop your cooldowns quite yet.
Estimated 25 seconds till end.
Pop your cooldown.
Shield wall.
Good shit.
Easy fight.
Fucking go, boys!
Easy.
Easiest shit I've ever seen.
That was
Great
scary.
recovery for losing a tank early, guys. That normally could be like a death knell. But
Splinter, boys.
Great job, everybody.
And there we go, our first player. And Scott gets a new shield.
Hell
Now
yes.
comes the hardest boss in the instance, the Frogger boss.
God, if
Alright, so
please
yeah,
do
first
that.
things first, jump the river and pat yourself up. Next thing, do not touch those slimes.
How much they hit for?
This is,
Insta-kill.
they will
It's an
kill you.
insta-kill.
So
They
get
move
across
so
the river,
goddamn
top.
slow.
Yeah, don't bother
yeah,
topping
just run
yourself up.
down there.
Somebody,
This is the Frogger boss. Don't hit a slime.
somebody.
You know, they kind of look like health packs.
Does anybody want
Don't say that.
I heard that if you touch them, you actually get a like another 20% damage buff.
Hey, that pet
Lupin failed
got
the
rid of one.
Frogger boss.
How could
Oh no,
you?
Lupin. Alright, so we're just gonna summon everybody across, right?
Forgive me, Wolf.
Paladin, shield themselves and just run through and blow them all up, and then run through no problem.
Yeah, this buff's made a huge difference and just the knowledge tonight.
Oh,
Guys, you can swap out of your stupid brick gear now.
I refused.
Alright, no one go up too
Yeah,
far.
I kind of refuse.
Still got these buffs, dude. I'm fucking protecting them with my life like a port.
Yo, let's get a summon on Grim, dude. I feel bad for him.
Thank
I'll
you,
be
Des.
right
for,
back real quick. I think my brother just ate shit.
Thank you, Des, for dying for our
Like,
sins.
He like fell down the stairs, or
Is this even better than the car door?
It's pretty similar. It's got more armor, a little bit more block, a little bit less stamina.
Okay, I'm
Someone
back.
else taking over Skull?
I can grab Skull in this pack, but I think most of the packs you'll still be fine to grab
God,
Skull.
this thing looks so ugly.
Alright, are we ready?
Yep, let's go ahead and pull these guys.
Pull incoming.
These
Oh,
also
no.
knock people up in the air.
Change the back up a decent bit.
I have a frost trap. Hopefully it gets him. Negative. Okay.
Holy shit.
Big heals on Gurney. They hit hard.
Alright, well, in the future, that was the fall damage. In the future, we'll tank these in the room so we don't have quite as much fall damage.
Okay, this poison's not nearly as bad as spider poison, in case you're wondering.
If Scott gets knocked up, pre-shield him while he's in the air. He's gonna want it. Or
I
have
only
your
took,
lift
like,
key ready.
2K from fall
Yeah,
damage.
the second knockup was way, way lower than the first for some reason.
Pre-shield doesn't do anything against fall damage.
Oh, maybe Scott hit his head on the pipe and I didn't. Alright, we should be able to jump over and get in there now.
That's a big ass gap.
Yep. Just gonna have to take the hit and then
So these 3 packs in this room, or 2 packs left in this room, are the last trash in this entire wing, guys. Well, minus 2 skippable packs ahead that, unless we accidentally butt-pulled them like IFL did.
The cubby.
Get in the cubby and bandage yourselves, guys.
it's okay if I BRB bio real quick.
Easy raid.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
would
we
be a
got
good
38%.
moment.
Be quick.
Alright, once you've drank up and got in the cubby, we'll pull these next 2. Ceiling's a little bit... Tanks, try to tank them under this like gap here so you don't get knocked quite as high up.
I gotta res my pet real quick.
4, 3,
Alright, after the pet res.
1.
Gonna die. No. I thought he had it that time too.
It only hit for 2,000 that time. Yeah, one more pack of these 3. Let's try to fight in the same spot to avoid fall damage. Wait for Grobulus to pat out of the way before we pull them, though.
Yep, I'm backing up. I'm not sure where his padding is.
He should stop pretty soon. He is pretty blind, but yeah, just be careful, guys.
Yo, again with the B word.
I'm sorry.
Toxic.
What's
Back
that shield
up.
look like, Scott?
So while we're doing this last pack and waiting for Grabulus to move, Grabulus is the fart boss. He does a bunch of fart gases. The tank for him is going to have to drag him around the room.
You basically do
sorry,
a
I gotta
giant
whisper there.
circle around the edge of the room, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so basically we're going to be doing a circle in a clockwise direction. Every time he farts, we move him back. The other thing he does is, well, he does 2 other mechanics. One of which is he will inject people. We have 1 designated cleanser for this eject. It is Poke. Reason being is once it's cleansed, that person will also leave a fart gas where they get cleansed. So we don't want to cleanse them early. We don't want to let it run out. They have 10 seconds to run to the opposite end of the train of farts. So if he's being kited clockwise, he'll run to the tail end of that kite, and then he'll get cleansed.
Wait, you
Should
might
we
want
just
to
have one
you might want to
person
repeat
dedicated
that
for
last
cleansing?
part because Pokey just got back.
This is the most important part
Okay.
of the fight, guys, so really pay attention.
We do still have 1 trash pack we got to clear first, but so Pokemaster, you're gonna be the designated cleanser. You're the only one who's gonna cleanse on Grobulus.
That's
Wait for them to
important.
get to the tail
Nobody
end.
else cleanse but him. Nobody else. Sorry,
The
continue.
final thing the boss does is he does a spray that'll spawn slimes. It's a frontal cone ability, so the tanks need to make sure they're pointing him away. from the raid. Every person who gets hit creates a slime. So if you pull aggro and you slime the raid, there's gonna be like 40 million slimes. Generally, there should only be one at a time. Kill the slime, then get back on the boss. All right, let's go ahead and pull this trash pack.
If you get the toxic injection, you got to move out, and then you got to be vocal. When you're out, call your name. So Scott, ready to be dispelled.
Oh, he lives.
And then Pokey will dispel.
Des, go ahead and grab Skull on this pack, Des.
Yeah, and
You
like
can, literally worry about being in range or dispel if you do like almost no heal.
I feel like it can't be said enough. You need to call that out when you're in a good spot for it by the fart train, because otherwise you'll basically kill everybody.
And nobody but Pokey dispel, and Pokey do not dispel early.
And it should also go without saying, don't stand in the fart gas, people. They'll kill you.
Melee just stands like on the side of them, kind of.
Yeah, you kind of have to run with them so that you don't get in the frontal cone, but you're not behind them.
I'd recommend just pre-popping a GNPP that prevents toxic injection, any accidental stands, everything. It's a great buffer, so if you got it, use it. If you don't got it, should have had it.
You talking for
Since
everyone
Des,
or melee?
everyone.
Everybody.
Since Des lost world buff, Scott, you want to take this one?
Quick question: will the if I pally bubble out of the poison, will it create the fart cloud?
Yeah.
I don't have a shitload of graders, but if you need a normal nature protection potion because you came unprepared, feel free to trade me.
We'll definitely leave
I'll
the
try and
fart
I like that little subtle if you came unprepared.
And I won't judge you as I trade you.
But he will call out your name and everyone else will judge you.
No, I do that for the fucking throne. I wouldn't do that for the...
Do you have a direction we want to go for cutting in, like clockwise or counterclockwise, or does it matter?
Yeah, and then
I'd say
you can
go
also
clockwise.
do this little thing right here too if you want.
Yo, Commander goes
Can
to
you just
trade me
remove-
and puts like 6 stacks up.
Can you reiterate where we are bringing the toxin? Where we want to stand?
So you're gonna bring it to, if we're cutting them clockwise, you're gonna bring it to the counterclockwise end of the trail of farts, basically. So if you're looking at, as you're looking at the boss now, he'll be moving right. You're gonna put yours at the left side of the tail of farts.
Can you mark it on the map? So if we're going this way, you want, and we started here, you want to run back and drop it there, right?
Yep.
End of the train.
And obviously, as each person leaves a fart, you're gonna have to move further and further to the left. But yeah.
There you go.
There should
And
never
click
be a
off
fart
south.
cloud in the middle of the room, so.
And make sure the circle is very wide, because if for some reason we have to do another circle, obviously we're going to be going in.
Also, if I'm going too fast or too slow or anything, feel free to yell at me for positioning.
I'm pretty sure you.
So Scott, once he starts padding onto the ramp, let's pull him. That way we can get it cleanly at the start of the ramp rather than while he's in the middle of the room.
Sure.
The
Yes,
fart
then stay out of
clouds
the green
do
fart
not
gas.
disappear, correct?
Alright, start moving up
Not
in the
until the
tank.
end of the fight.
You said
Start
he's pretty
creeping up,
blind,
guys.
right? So Scott's going to have to tag, or I can tag him for you, Scott. It's up to you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go, guys. Let Scott get aggro.
Okay, so we're going counterclockwise, not
Stand
clockwise.
on the side. Get off the backside. Get off the backside.
He hasn't farted yet. There's the first fart.
So it's that mutating injection on Angmar. Does that mean he goes and stands?
Angmar,
back?
where we started
Yep.
the boss.
Get out.
That's a disease, though.
Second part.
Slime, kill the slime.
It's on Nas.
Nos.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is another fight that's really good to zoom way the fuck out for.
Cleanse Nost.
Green bear.
Okay,
green
yeah,
bear.
it's a disease, so Pokey can't do it, so Raza, you do it.
Okay.
Cleanse me.
Can you say your name?
Don't say me.
Green
Call your
bear.
name.
Ariella.
Airy. Next fart. Lots of slimes. Lots of.
Cryo the slimes. Good time to sapper. I see
Yo,
it.
heal Kanye, I got slime on me.
Here,
I got
we
you.
got
I got
Iron.
you.
Turn moving.
Yeah, I've stopped attacking.
I'm
Trying to
Sakura,
let you rip it back up.
Sakura injection.
Alright, back
If
on
you're
Scott.
a pally and you get it, once you're in the right position, you can just dispel it yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck is with these slimes? Jesus.
That was my bad. I ripped right off Scott. That was entirely my fault.
Nodowin.
Nodowin. Scott,
Back
there's
to the
another
train.
fart. Move.
Bring in the.
We got a
the raid.
fart in the middle. Be careful.
More slimes.
Area again. Scott, I recommend going just a hair slower if you can.
Yo, guys, make sure you're not near the slime or the fart in the middle.
Gurney.
Cleanse Gurney.
Just keep at it, the space.
Can you trank this guy?
Negative.
Why?
Oh, he's enraging pretty soon.
It's in 10 minutes.
Oh, I thought it said 10 seconds, rep.
10
What
minutes,
lockdown?
yeah. Another fart.
I respect any guild that fucking stays around for enrage phase.
Dank.
Alright, cleanse dank.
There's a slime,
Slime.
in the melee.
Healers, watch out. You're kind of standing in the slime. Just be aware of your positioning.
Alright, just nuke down the boss, guys. I'm
Great
sorry, I
job.
made that way more difficult on us when I was trying to say second on threat. I stopped paying attention for a split second. It's entirely my fault.
No, all in all,
Get,
one
like,
death.
every single healing weapon possible. Good
Oh
job.
my god.
Yo, does this mean healers can stop bitching about everything?
No.
Is that
Oh
even
my
a
gosh.
That's
is that
part of
even
the
a
game.
weapon? Is that even a healing weapon?
Not
Is
really.
This is
or
not a
not?
healing weapon, bro. What do you mean? Healing weapon? That's a dagger.
Yep, pre-pop your nature pots right now.
So let's get Lexar up. The very next thing is going to be Glooth. Well, first things first, it's going to be a tunnel filled with nature damage, which is why we're pre-popping nature pots.
That was the last time Kanye ever got healed.
Dude, every time I massively shit talk the healers, I die like 6 times in the next raid. I think it's correlated.
Why did Scoob just like jump the flex?
You did a couple.
All right, so
spins, too.
we're gonna walk up to this pipe here. We're not gonna run through the pipe until we are all sure on what this fight is. So Glooth, for 95% of the raid, it's basically Magmadar. That's not tauntable and occasionally does one more effect. Make sure you're not standing where you're taking nature damage.
Hey, Dank, you're supposed to be up here on the pipe.
Yeah.
We got a
fell
man
down
overboard.
completely.
All right, Dank, you're before Patrick. You gotta like run through the whole thing.
Just summon him.
Let's just summon them up
Someone's
here.
coming in.
So for 95% of the people in this raid, it's basically a Magmadar fight. There's trank shots. There's fears that are 40-yard rangeable. So let's get fear wards on the tanks. And he also does a stacking mortal strike debuff.
We don't have dwarfs.
All right, so tanks,
Dwarf
be ready
priest.
to death wish your way out of them. The one last, so the one big mechanic that's different is there will be people kiting in the backside of the room on top of grates. There are 3 grates. If you check the assignment sheet, we're gonna have Shadow on the left grate, Apollon on the middle grate, and Kaden on the right grate. They're gonna periodically be spawning zombie chows, one of the most broken cards in Hearthstone history. Basically, if they get too close to the boss will eat them and heal himself for a bunch. So we need to kite them. They have way too much health just to kill. They also have a stacking debuff, so you can't really tank them indefinitely. So you got to kite them. Hunters, if you can place frost traps periodically, feign and place a frost trap in the middle of the room, it'll help. Priests, if you notice one of them is getting near you guys and harassing you, because they are going to go on the priest, they have regular aggro tables. Shackle it, just to keep it from hurting you, and then a kiter will come and pick it up. And then last thing, if the tank gets too many, well, there's 2 last things. If the tank gets too many of the Mortal Strike debuffs, we will bop the tank and the off tank will pick it up. So normally that would be Dez main tanking it, but since he lost world buff, Scott can main tank it and Dez will off tank it.
You said it's not tauntable, right, Gurney?
It is not tauntable.
Alright, so we're going to want to make sure that off tank has second threat.
Yep. And then, actually, I can do the second tank just because Dez also lost world buffs. And then if we hit 90 seconds in the fight, he'll do a move called Devastate, in which everyone in the room is going to get chunked down to about 5%, and all the zombies are going to run at him. So healers, be ready to top off the tank instantly when that happens, pre-bubble. And secondly, the whole raid needs to, at that point, target down the zombies. That includes the melee. That's when your holy waters get busted out. That's when your sappers get busted out, etc. But since we still have world buffs, hopefully we can kill them before that point. So if you haven't pre-popped your nature pot, pop it now. There are 2 holes in this pipe. Do not fall down them. The fight will start as soon as we hit the far side of the room. Scott, you're going to want to drag the dog to the far gate. Everyone let him drag it there before you start DPSing.
Gurney, I should probably be in tank gear, right?
Yeah, be in whatever gear will keep you alive through a couple hits on him.
Also, when we get to the end of the pipe, don't wait for like a ready go or anything. We're all just gonna go at the same time and then jump when you're there. I'll be first, but like just once you get there.
What am I doing exactly in this fight?
You're going to be DPSing the dog.
Just
I don't take the ads or anything? That's range?
Nope. You just got to kite him.
Alright, let's go,
Do
everybody.
not fall down the holes in the pipe, please.
Where are the holes in the pipe?
On
We'll
the
call
left
them.
side.
Coming up on the left.
That aren't green.
Hug right as hard as you can.
People actually fall down these holes.
And straight down,
All right,
guys.
let Scott go first. Let Scott pull him into the position.
Gimli's gonna drop a frost trap on the grate on the very right hand side.
And there's a trank shot rotation for this, right?
Yep.
I got this.
Tranked. So as of now, it'll be Nado and Scyllid and Gimli. Zombie in the middle of the room.
4 zombies.
Get this zombie in the range. Just focus the zombie in the range. There's a couple of them we might want to focus on.
For melee, this fight is
We need a
easier
nuke
than.
kiter on the right side. Another mage go help pick up where Caden's stuff was.
Gnomes, you do it.
Feared.
It's on Keva. Stop DPS on the boss till Scott can pick it back up.
Shadows down.
It's on Scott.
Mages all help out with the.
Scott didn't lose aggro, he got feared.
Yeah, the lack of dwarf priest is annoying on this.
Yo, we need to bring him back ASAP.
Tranked.
I'm so fucked.
Whatever you guys are doing, I know it sucks. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Falling down.
Pretty much all of our kiters are about
Try to
die.
keep the 2 mages left if we want to get another pally to help the kiters. And then try to just nuke down this boss if we can.
Tranked.
Decimate. Nuke down all the zombies. Nuke down all the zombies.
Sappers.
Alright, this is probably a wipe, guys. Yep, this is a wipe.
Oh, what was that big AoE?
Yeah, the lack. That's the decimate. He chunks everything in the room down to 5%.
And that's when you gotta kill the ads.
Yep.
But he doesn't. No one else takes damage, right? So we don't need to be screwing around dealing with our health.
Are we running back?
Yeah, we're gonna have to run back. It's because of the pipe. There's no way to wipe protection in here.
Gurney, you should
Want
hurry.
us to stop healing?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Should I hearth?
if you can Hearth, then you're in. If you're in EPL Hearth, go for it.
Yeah, if you're still alive in there and you can Hearth, then Hearth.
Save your buffs if you can.
So those
Gurney,
zombie
what do you
chaps
also-
were a lot quicker than I expected.
If you Hearth to somewhere other than EPL, shit.
Probably only Gurney should have Hearth there because he needs the buff. Everyone else has it. It's not really a big deal.
So there's any chance you can log your summon team in real quick to get
Yeah,
a couple folks?
I'm doing it.
Thank you, Soldar.
Okay, I have a red weapon. Should I Hearth?
Gimli has a repair bot. I don't think we've died enough to warrant dropping it.
Okay,
if you're
yeah.
in EPL, I would Hearth and repair and then come back.
Because I just fucking I died like 3 times earlier, so.
Did you not repair
Solar's
before you
putting
came
his
here?
team up, so yeah, definitely repair.
No, Kanye was like the first one to die.
He's had multiple deaths compared to them.
Yeah, so the lack of Dwarf Priest definitely makes this a lot tougher
You have
than
to worry
if
about
you had one.
sludges, slimes respawning.
I don't think so because so Grobulus is the one who respawns the slimes in that first room when he shoots them out of his gun.
The zombies were out of control pretty quickly. I think pretty much every mage should probably be doing that.
Yeah, also hunters, we can dismiss our pets and just kind of hang out by the mages and continuously feint death and drop freezing traps.
So, do we have designated healers for the mages? Because I was out of range of them.
Well, so the mages are gonna die pretty quick if they get hit more than once or twice. But yeah, we can get a couple healers designated on them because there shouldn't be too much other raid damage. There's no downside to that.
I don't know if it's a good idea to have like every single mage on kiting though, to be honest, but I definitely think there should be like more.
Yeah, the longer your fight
Kiting
goes on, more
every-
zombies you get.
I'm wondering, like, what's the point of having a pally do it? Because they can't slow.
I could log to my mage. It's logged outside of this instance and help kite.
So Pally's work just as fine with the frost traps there. I did it based on people who had volunteered to do it. And previously, when I was discussing with folks, people wanted only one mage doing all the kiting. I think that pretty clearly is the opposite direction of what we're going with here. But we are going to take a second to get the handful of people who Hearth summoned back. But let's try to do that as quickly as possible.
Someone's starting to go out now.
Does that give me time for a quick bio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Please don't die to the. You're gonna have to do the Frogger boss again. Did someone die to the Frogger?
Gee, I wonder who it was.
Dude, that was clean. I was clear. Can't believe he fucking hit me.
If I had to bet $100 on who I thought would do it,
Who said me?
So, I'm gonna need heals on that fight as well because if I'm still because I can't. I have one heal for myself while I'm moving, and it's every 30 seconds. It's not that big.
Ankara, you need to drop group, man.
So which other mages want to help out? Let's get at least a couple more mages involved in helping out. We'll leave Apollon there as well as additional help.
Do you want me to?
Alright.
I could do the a wider path and try to pick up stuff off all 3 grades.
I could log over to
Alright,
my
so
mage
Omen.
if we needed.
So Omen, you can get the center grate, and then Dalus and Apollon, you guys can be on mop up duty. And then we have 5 total people doing it. Should be plenty. I hope.
Everyone who's swapping, please make sure your mage is actually attuned.
I'd say
Well,
maybe.
I don't think we need to have people swapping onto mages right now. We have plenty of mages in the raid. Let's try it with the ones we have.
Yeah, probably give it at least another attempt with just more mages kiting, then afterwards, if need be.
All right, let's rebuff on folks. It looks like we're only waiting on one more person to run back and one more summon back. Check your
Salsa,
1
you
hour
got the
consumes as well.
Sorry.
Would it help at all if the zombies were continuously blizzarded? Would that slow them?
None of our
Only if someone has improved Blizzard, which none of the mages
Right,
do.
there's no frost mages anymore. Except for Eric's, probably.
Nah, dude, I'm fire.
That was the issue I was running into, is because I had like 12 spawns on me, and I would cast Cone of Cold to slow them, and I'd get a new spawn, which would start running havoc.
Alright, so I'll be main tanking it because I still have the buffs. Scott or Dez will be off tanking it. Which one of you guys wants to be the off tank?
Doesn't matter to me.
I'll do it.
Sounds good. Scott, do you have Piercing Howl?
No.
Dez, do you have Piercing Howl?
Piercing how? No.
Alright, don't worry about
You
it.
can
then.
only spam that 3 times before you lose all your rage anyway.
I wasn't saying to spam it, but occasionally use it. Alright, looks like everyone's back in the instance.
Is Grim getting a summon?
He didn't join my group.
Not there yet.
Grim, you gotta drop group first. You gotta drop raid first. to get it.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to set the team back up.
Oh no.
Now let's get Grim back. I'm gonna take a super fast bio while we're summoning Grim back.
So healers, since I'm gonna be kiting, I'm normally assigned to heal Kanye and Elazar.
Well, they're not tanking this fight, so it should be fine.
Also, 1 hour consumes are falling off like Mongoose and etc.
Do we want to have Rocket and Pokey be assigned to be the kiter healers?
Sure.
One that too, assuming we all still haven't died, you know. Kind of just rubbing salt.
Yeah, that was really fucking toxic, Emily.
Yeah, that was so toxic.
You just faint death.
I got killed too. I was feign death in the corner, and someone brought him over, and I got feared.
I was gonna say, did some scumbag run over to your body and say, "I'm taking you with me"?
Yes, that's literally what happened.
It looks like Grim's inside summoning.
Yep, let's get a summon on Grim, and then we will get the show on the road.
Make sure it's not off the pipe.
So are we adding more mages to the kiting, or do the mages think they got it figured out?
Yeah, Omen's gonna be taking over the center grate. Dalus is gonna be playing catcher, and Apollon's gonna be helping out as the second catcher.
I think just honestly having all mages get ready to back up one grade to have multiple souls available is like
Kiters, make sure you click off salve. Tanks, same for tanks.
I'm just applying my stones, and then we will do this attempt.
So holy waters for if anyone needs like if they got like 3 or 4 of them grouped up or something, just ask for a holy water or something, because I'm happy to turn around and click it real quick.
Save your holy waters for the decimate. Save your holy water cooldowns for the decimate. They have way too much health to actually kill before the decimate.
Yeah, you can't really like damage them until they get to that 5%.
Oh, really?
They have 100. They have 110,000 health, and then once they get decimated, they have about 5,000.
Jesus.
That's when you have to kill them.
Okay, sorry
But
about
if
that.
anybody needs a sapper, let Gimli know. I have a bunch I can give out before we get this started.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. Let's go.
Avoid
Hug
the
right.
hole on the left side.
If you didn't pre-pop your nature pot, do it now.
Not pre-popping if you do it now.
I mean, you're not wrong. Hunters, frost traps on the grades. Gimli has the right hand side.
You resist in the middle.
Grim, watch.
You watch your threat.
Nado and Scylla and Gimli trank shot rotation.
So does the fear only hit the closest people to him?
40 range.
It's a 40-yard range, so I'm gonna try to get them all the way in the door if I can.
Tranked.
Is this something that you can switch to Zerker stance on to Berserker Rage? Because the fear was an issue last time.
I tried to time it there. I didn't quite get it right. My Zerker Rage expired by 2 seconds before that.
Yeah.
Not too often to get it every time.
Yeah, you can get it every other time though.
Still trank.
We're gonna need some mage.
Gnomes go help out. Apollon's dead. And Omen's got 15 stacks.
Trank.
Probably all mages should be cutting at this point.
We're almost at the kill area.
Deeps, like, just pop wreck if you want, fuck it.
How many seconds till the decimate?
8 seconds.
Gurney has
Get
8
ready
stacks.
for big heals on the tank.
Get your strat
Gurney had
home.
9 stacks there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my bad. I shouldn't call out
The
stacks
zombies
there.
are
Trank.
Alright, let's turn him. Big heals on Dez.
The zombies are all coming.
Zombies. Cyber.
Everyone sapper.
Holy waters, holy
Kill
waters.
myself.
Yeah, Sapper is not the way to go because you kill yourself, right?
He healed.
Alright, it's another wipe.
It depends, like what.
Yeah, if you sapper, you'll kill yourself.
I did not know that.
Dude, a bunch. How many people killed themselves?
Definitely dank.
At least a couple.
Yeah, I did.
Palace can bubble sapper.
As bad as it sounds, you should be able to just zug the shit out of this fight. Like, even without buffs, we kind of just slapped that bitch.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but for that attempt we did not have all mages kiting, correct?
We had all but gnomes.
Okay.
So the other option is to go with true healer kiters. Basically, you don't GNPP in the tunnel. You let a healer use their heal aggro to pick up the zombies, and we use piercing howls and/or frost traps to slow the zombies and keep them off the healers who are kiting. If we want to try it that way, we can try that. If the mages are getting killed too hard because they don't have frost talents to keep them alive, basically.
I personally think we just throw all the mages on kiting, don't sapper, and
Alright, let's give it one more shot with the mages doing it. Gnomes help out as well.
I mean, if we had lasted like 10 more seconds on the mages, part of the problem was like all the mages were dead, and so he did decimate. All the zombies were already really close.
Plus, we lost all the blast waves from the mages to help kill the zombies.
Do we want a pally to try to do it?
You can try all pallies.
We've had one pally on
I
it.
mean, I can try to do it.
We want to just do all mages and 2 pallies then.
Yeah, we could do that.
Pop your potions if you're alive. Get those cooldowns running.
Alright, now that all the tanks have lost their world buffs, we can go back to the assigned sheet of Des main tanking and Scott off tanking. Des do a better job than I did at tracking your debuffs. I didn't track mine.
Is it 5 stacks? I need to call it out?
Call it out closer to 7 with the amount of people that we have, or with the timing we're having on this one.
Okay.
And at that point, there's no taunting, so Scott's got to be second on aggro, and we'll bop you, and then Scott should hopefully pass you before the end of the bop.
For the Palikiters, we need a warrior nearby to help slow down the zombies.
Yeah, I'll hang out nearby. I'll still be DPSing the boss, but I'll pop out and throw a Piercing Howl occasionally.
I feel like we should have another warrior's backup as well too.
The only problem with that is that basically takes 2 whole people to kite one thing, and like it's way easier if you just kill boss. Like if you take a whole warrior off of DPSing, it's not ideal.
Well, what I could do is if when it gets I could draw him to me, and if I'm about to die, bubble. Just as I'm run to the corner before I bubble, try to get him as far away from the boss as I can.
You have the res, Kaden?
I've gotten like 3 reses.
You decline that one and get one from far.
You're safe to res if you take it.
Takes you to where the person rests, so you know where you died. So.
The boss just goes through the pipe.
What if it was
start
a cat?
reapplying your consumes?
If any warriors want dense sharpening stones, I have 6 on Gimli that I can't use.
I think most of them are probably using either consecrated or elemental currently.
Just in case.
Look, man. It was only right.
So Des,
Can't
call it
even
out like
glad
the
at the
second you
top.
get your 7 stacks. Don't try to live with your 7 stack for a while.
Alright.
If a stranger came up
So
to you
should we
and said,
pre-pop,
"I'm your
Greater
mom's
Nature?
friend," and she
Yeah,
sent
still
me to
pre-pop the
pick you up,
nature.
what would you say?
Because the mages are still going to be a big part of the kiting. If it doesn't work this time, next time we'll try a full healer kite.
Make sure you use holy waters, not sappers, for the decimate.
Oh my god, the realization was like painful.
It looks like
That's
11
originally
people
you.
killed themselves.
Yeah, I tried to shout holy water after he said sapper, but it was too late at that point.
So what about a dense dynamite?
That's fine.
Fine,
It doesn't hurt you.
Okay.
We need a summon on Caden and Green Bear.
That's right. IFL is raiding right now, so I have 1 viewer. That's probably someone in our guild.
Yeah, it's as opposed to last night when IFL was watching our stream because we watched their stream.
Yeah, I had like 60 people watching.
Damn. Don't
Is
forget
that
about
a
us.
all-time high for you?
Yeah, usually it's like, usually I have like 8 to 15 at a time, and it's usually just people that couldn't make raid at home. But I think
Let's get
a
those
good portion of
last
their guild was
couple
watching.
buffs out for the people who just got summoned.
Yep,
So
I know a
what's
couple
my,
people got some.
So am I kiting center?
Keep kiting.
Backup kiting.
Just have all the mages.
Yeah, so let's
Say
make
that
sure
one
we
more time.
got the assignments on there. So Shadow and Riddles get left, Apollon and Omen get middle, Kaden and Gnomes get right.
So
And kiters click off south.
after the mortal wound wears off, after the 15 seconds, do I just re-taunt back off, or do I just let you tank?
There's no taunt.
There's no taunt.
You can try to build back up to second and threat in case we have a second tank swap where Scott dies.
All warriors who didn't use Wreck last attempt use Wreck this attempt. Just fucking destroy this boss.
Pre-pop your nader. Nature.
4, 3, 2,
Pre-propinator.
True.
Dallas, you can get the extra if anyone, or take over if anyone dies as well.
What, Keva? No, stop. You're not on my screen.
Let them drag it into position.
On TPS.
Graham, watch your threat.
Autoing. Okay. Solidin, you're next.
I'm gonna use Death Wish right now. Might work. Or maybe as like a... Damn it. Dude, if we're gonna have one person die... If we're gonna have one person die every time there's a fear goes off, like...
We don't need to talk about this.
Keep getting it all the way to the door, Des. Alright, there you go.
Well, we're gonna continue to have someone die every time there's a fear if we don't do something.
How about we use bumps? We have 6 of them.
Solidin. Tranked.
This is at 4 stacks.
Green Bear has second highest threat. Lexar has third. Scott has third.
Green Bear just
Oh,
tried to
we
do his
just got
second
ganked.
thing.
I think they're going after Rocket now. Bop Rocket, Bop Rocket.
Not me, that's Pokey.
Sorry, Pokey. Sorry.
Slow DPS, let him get back in position. Solidin, Trank.
I got 6 stacks
We
right
are running
now.
out of
Let's
mages.
tell you when it's 7.
Green Bear, just start going ham on threat if you can. Des, chill.
I'm down.
Alright, try to take threat from me.
Tranked.
Bop Des, Bop Des.
Zombies are about to start murdering everybody.
He's just
Better
gonna eat
come
every
in.
stone.
Yep.
Yeah, this is probably a wipe at this point. Here's the Decimate, Holy Waters.
Yeah, he's full health. Wipe it up.
Alright, option 1 is we can try this with Healer Kiters, see if it works better. Option 2 is we can go to the Plague Wing and try our luck with Hagen over there.
We have much better chance of doing this.
Yeah.
Without a Dwarf Priest, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
So how does the healer kite work?
So the Healer Kite is basically it works best. Well, Pallies might want to use Greater Buzz into Canes to get aggro, but generally you'd have a priest and or a druid throw a bunch of hots on people as they take the fall damage and or the nature damage from the tunnel. And then they use that healer aggro from all those hots that are on members who have that damage from the tunnel and the fall damage to pick up the threat on the zombies. They kite in a big circle around the room. Hunters are laying down frost traps. Warriors are applying piercing howls to help them out.
How many seconds between the fears? Do you know?
I don't off the top of my
It's
head.
not timed. There's no DBM timer for it, which is why you can't perfectly stance Zerker Rage.
The weak warrior is at least pretty decent on it. It's not perfect though.
Soldar, what are the odds you want to bring Healdar in here for like a hot minute and I'll pay for your 2 min if he's honored?
Are you being serious?
That ass. If we
let
can
me
just
see
get
what
a
his
fear
rep
ward,
is at.
we can just get 1 fear ward on the tank, then boss doesn't move out of position.
Easy clap.
That helps some, but we still gotta stop the kiters from all dying at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I think we may have to like do a better job of coordinating our slows because it's just kind of a free for all, and since they all have a cooldown, it's people are just running out of cooldowns.
Try to coordinate where we're all dragging them, like, I'll group them up and then slow them all at once or something.
That's kind of what I'm thinking is like Arcane Explosion, kind of get them all more of a pile together and stagger your Frost Novas.
Healdar's revered.
I just don't know how we get the mats here. Let's do one more attempt with what we got, and I'll see if I can get the mats over there quick times.
God damn it.
Protective door.
Also, once the warlock's inside and in position with a bunch of people, could I get a summon on Gimli? I'm Feign Death still.
We don't need to respec Omen. Plenty of other guilds are doing this with fire mages. It's just about figuring out what we need to do to improve.
Thanks, Lo.
Is everybody through the slimes?
I'd say it's 50-50.
So let's try the healer cutting strategy this time to try to get it working. So what healers are interested in doing that? Either Pallies using Greater Buster Keens or other classes that have pots.
Me and Pokey can throw out rejuves and I guess try to make like a figure eight type deal, and we'll try to get him to the center to get a Frost Nova.
Hunters, are you laying down frost traps when you can, basically?
Yeah, but I mean,
I did
like
the first fight, but the second didn't work.
Yeah, the first fight I got resisted 3 times in a row, so I didn't get to play any. So it's just kind of, it just depends. He's too close at the beginning for it to be like the auto drop combat. So yeah.
All right, I'll hang out back there, and I'll also be applying piercing howls.
What do you need?
I need a summon like right
yeah,
now.
but at the beginning he's right on top of us, right? Like it takes a little long for him to get far enough away.
Can we get a summon on Gimli, please?
It's okay. I'm gonna die. I'll have to run.
Is there a hunter in the back
Did
that
someone
has
get
pack
some
on?
combat?
Gimli had feigned death in his room.
So, Gurney, with the healer kite strategy, am I back to healing, or should I be a backup kiter again?
You can be the backup kiter as well. So Rocket and Pokey will be the primaries, and you'll be the backup trying to catch any.
And we're gonna try to stack them on the center grate to slow them.
Yeah, I'll be handing out there applying piercing howls as well, trying to keep them as slowed as possible. Mages, if you can throw an occasional Frost Nova, I'm sure it'll help. But also mages should primarily focus on DPSing down the boss. If we can kill the boss faster, that means less zombies spawn, means less fears, means hopefully we don't see the decimate.
I think he means an occasional cone of cold, not an occasional frost nova. We always want frost novas.
Yeah. I kind of think mages should honestly max range and then do both DPS on the boss and when they can turn around and do something.
I mean, yeah, if they want to throw an occasional cone of cold as well, that's fine. I just want to make sure that if we get the mage DPS on the boss, it'll help us kill the boss faster.
Yeah.
Do FAPs work for Fear?
Nope. I don't think so. No.
Fucking, we need dwarf priests. Like, let's all fucking respec. Let's all roll a new class.
As soon as Gimli's summoned here, let's get the last couple buffs out and let's give this another attempt. Do not pre-pop nature pots this time, just so that Rocket and Pokey have people to get healing aggro from off their hots.
I think 90% of people still should.
Pokey, Rocky, you guys want to call it who you're gonna heal, just to?
Well, we're gonna be just running.
Yeah, they're gonna be running and throwing regrowths and rejuves on people.
So, could we possibly get a hunter in group 8 and to throw on pack?
I don't know if we. Yeah, I don't know if you want to get dazed.
Yeah, you're right.
This would be the time to pop your Swiftness of Zanzas if you picked up one.
Looks like Scott's DC.
Logged off to get ready of the mats if you need it. I'm logging back on.
Tanks and kiters, click off south.
Alright, Scott's logged back in. I'm gonna throw up a pull timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sweep said someone has pack on.
Alright, let Dez get it in position.
Let the druids heal, let the druids heal.
I mean, to definitely heal the tank, that's for sure.
Frost trap right hand side.
Healing is not going to generate any aggro yet anyway, because the zombies aren't here.
Jesus Christ.
Sell it in strength.
Yeah, what?
Some loose zombies, I got them.
So yeah, Warriors, you're never gonna want to press Berserker Rage.
Fuck, I accidentally used one.
I'll get the next one, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll get the one after.
That's us 5 stacks.
Yeah, I should be ready.
I'm gonna auto attack.
Alright, Nod, you're good to do.
You can hit buttons for a bit
Catching
longer, it's
up.
fine. Just
I'm
one hand,
on
just
6
slow
right
down.
now. Alright, 7. All Scott now.
Bop Dez, Bop
I got
Dez.
I got it. It's fine.
Cross Nova.
Still trank when you can. Alright, back to normal rotation.
Falling down.
Heal me, heal me, heal me.
He resisted.
Heal me, heal me.
Decimate, throw out your holy waters, holy waters.
Holy waters, holy waters.
Dense dynamites if you have them.
No, don't fear me.
Blast waves, arcane explosions, everything.
Might be salvageable.
You got this, boys.
I think.
Alright, keep those up.
I think
keep those
all
up,
the
keep those
zombies
up.
are dead.
That's anymore. Yes, 10
No, we still have some up.
Gurney, can you tank?
The
I
zombies
have
are
no threat on them. I'm trying to build it as fast as I can.
It's
Green
on
Bear, it's on Green Bear.
It's on Green Bear.
Move them away from the zombies.
tranked. Nado and trank, if you can. I'll trank. Okay. I got the next trank.
I'm dead.
I do think that was a lot better because we almost had that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about 3 or 4 zombies got to him during the decimate, but then both of the tanks had gotten stacked to death, basically. Go ahead and run back, guys. Yeah, we might need a repair bot pretty soon here.
I can drop it as soon as I enter the entrance, so when you zone and look for it, I'll mark it with the triangle.
How did the kiters feel about that strategy? Did it work better for you guys? Were you comfortable doing that?
I lasted longer.
It was alright. Still died though.
Anything we can do to last longer, you know what I'm saying?
That's what she said.
Buy those gas station pills.
I don't think those are gonna work for you.
It just sucks. They do more damage the more they hit you. If they weren't for that, it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, if you get hit like once or twice, it's not a big deal, but as soon as like 4 of them hit you at a time and you have a bunch of the stacks to debuff, next time you're getting hit, they're gonna clock you.
Alright, I'm dropping the repair bot. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna drop it at the pipe just in case, because I'm sure there's already people that ran.
Yeah.
Do we fully need it? I mean, we got 25 minutes till cancel time, right? I'm not trying to be a shitter, just questioning.
We have
we go
an
till
hour.
11.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Drop
I'm
it.
glad that was your reaction rather than oh shit. So yeah, what I was saying about Berserker Rage, every time that I press Berserker Rage, I die immediately after because it goes straight to me, so I'm gonna not press it anymore, unless anyone has a better idea.
Maybe wait for 1 or 2 of the fears to go out before you press it. Because if he goes for a ranged, a lot of times the fear wears off before he actually eats the ranged person.
I'm flying my hunter out with arcane crystals and nexus crystals if we need to get some targets.
Oh, I was flying healer to Ironforge to meet you.
Oh fuck.
That's awkward.
Open the box, team.
It's fine. I'll just fly up here and we'll just round of you.
I wish there was a better timer for the fear.
Alright, dropping the repair bot on this ledge. He is
There's probably gonna be in the future, right? With DBM.
Well, not all bosses have abilities on a fixed timer.
So they can't really master
No,
it.
Fire Mod Trank is like not a cooldown, not a timer. It just sort of whenever he feels like it. Pretty sure his fear is the same.
Wait, how did I end up with the
This
war
guy
torn
seems
leather
like-
scrap in my bag? Doesn't make any sense.
I alluded to you on it.
I only just now noticed this.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything you've said, Lexar.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can.
What the fuck? My head went all wonky on me.
You sound so irritated like you've been trying to talk for the past 20 minutes.
Oh, I had
Longer than that.
accidentally left my mic unplugged for half the raid too, so I was like, oh shit.
Well, all I can say is the fear is anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds.
I saw Scoob respond with a sharp 20 when we talked about it.
Definitely not a sharp 20. I tried to time a Zerker Rage before, but it didn't quite work.
So, the way I've been doing it, because I've been hitting it roughly between, is when you start the fight, I'd say probably 20 seconds in, probably where the tank gets to the depression in the room where the center is, that's where the first fear is going to go. So whoever is closer on threat, if it's a warrior, have them pop Berserker Rage and then go defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I got killed in 2 hits, and the first hit brought me down to 90, like 10%. You know what I mean?
Well, it also helps if the tank has the significant threat on it, instead of having to stop for a second and swing and then resume running again.
Yeah, I also like what Scott did when he tanked it, where he Death Wished pretty close to the beginning. So I think what Scott, you Berserker Raged, and then after that ran out, you Death Wished, and that gives you 30 seconds of not fearing. At that point, it should be pretty stabilized, and we should be able to beat his ass pretty significantly during that 30 seconds, right?
Yes.
So we can all use Berserker Rage and pump a little bit harder at the beginning.
All right, so do the healers want to try that healer cutting strat again? I think it worked pretty well for the first 30 seconds or so, and then it started falling apart a little bit. But
I mean, it gets to the point where we're not clumped up at all. We just have 10 different groups running around.
Hey Rocket, how about when it starts getting a little zonky? We gather everybody up, and we bop both druids.
Could we put a mark?
You don't want to bop the druids because then they're gonna just run at whatever other healers they can attack.
Well, we bop them for 2 seconds until we get them, so we don't kill them.
I mean, I popped a lip when it was getting hairy towards the end, but
Yeah, that might be better actually.
Would it be wise to put a mark on like a main kiter that all the additional kiters can drag their mobs to?
Yeah, I think so.
So that
I
they're all
mean,
grouped.
probably. But that main
Also-
kiter should be a mage and not a healer.
Gimli has 4 extra lips if anybody needs them.
So do we want a mage kiter again? Is that what you're saying, healers, or?
I think so. I mean, they have a much better chance of getting aggro back than we do, and they can also do it while moving.
I just think we should have
They
one
have-
person marked that
Mixture of
healers
both,
or
maybe?
mages can bring them towards, where they can ditch aggro. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give Shadow Fox the oh shit, bring mobs to me mark, which is that square.
And just keep a frost trap in the middle of the room, basically at all times, and just try to keep
They're
keep
doing
them
their
in that
best
frost
at
trap.
that, but they're getting resisted on the Feign Death sometimes. I'll still hang out there for the Piercing Howl. The Piercing Howl did seem to help a lot.
Yeah, it did.
Did we dedicate any healers to Square and friends?
Do we drop a repair bot?
Yes, the circle is the repair bot.
Oh,
It's
sorry, I'm a
marked
retard.
at the end of the pipe.
Me and Pokey are just healing mages, but at some point they're getting nuked.
Is Vancouver coming back?
No.
He had
he
an
had to go.
emergency come up.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so Rocket and Pokey will do the initial kiting with Shadow helping out, and then Shadow's the oh shit, bring shit to me kiter. Is everyone fine with that plan? And Apollon, you're just also helping out as a catcher.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna do a ready check, make sure everyone's still paying attention, ready to go, got their buffs. Looks like it.
Pre-pop your nature.
5,
Not everyone. Most people pre-pop it. A few just have it off for the healers to grab.
Make sure you let tank go first if you want to live.
Coming to you, Ariella.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bear, use up a touch till he's in position, please.
Oh, here they come.
Here come the first zombies.
Still an entering.
Walk him over the frost trap, Pokey.
Yeah, I see it now.
Try to keep him over the frost trap.
I'll feign death on cooldown and drop frost traps as I can.
I need another tank to catch up.
Frost trap down.
Oh, and we should all time our Death Wish with the tank Death Wish.
I need another tank to catch
Need
up.
some more frost traps.
Green Bear second, man.
Last one got resisted.
Green Bear, go ahead if you can.
There we go. Yeah,
Right.
Scott going a bit.
Hunters, make sure you're faint death and on cooldown, dropping traps.
Shadow is dead. Gnomes, please help.
Try to get this one.
1 second. Tranks.
Decimate's coming.
They're grouped up.
Get ready for holy water. Get
They're
ready for
grouped
holy
up.
water.
They're grouped up pretty well this time.
If you also want to take it out, you guys are gonna have to stop.
The stacks
there it
wore
is.
off.
Decimate, holy waters, holy waters.
Heal the tank.
Arcane explosions, flame strike, everything.
Yo, the tanks.
Get these last couple zombies down before he heals.
Bruh.
He's healing slowly.
Get him,
If
get
he
him.
heals a little bit, it's fine.
Kill these guys.
Pull him away.
Tranks.
Pull him away.
Alright, are we going ham on him right now?
Alright, all the zombies are dead.
Death Wish,
The last
let's go.
one.
There's a zombie up.
Big on Dez.
Continue to spawn, guys.
Nuke down the boss, nuke down the boss, nuke down
Nuke the boss.
Get in the back.
Nuke, zombies don't stop.
Wreck all of it.
I'm shield wall, so we're good for like 10 seconds.
Tourism.
Zombies are good. Kill them.
I'm gonna try and draw their attention just by constantly healing myself in the back here. Far, far away.
Yo, do some damage, guys.
Zombies are coming.
And this full.
Nuke boss, everyone nuke boss right now. Go, go, go. Even mages, everybody.
No.
Keep going. We got it.
Less than 10k health, he's dead.
Good job, guys.
Yes!
Guys, let's do it, guys.
That's
Good
how we
shit.
do it, boys. That was a combination of healer and mage kite, and that worked.
Yeah, how did the Warriors die? We lost a shitload of Warriors.
Don't know. Hell yeah,
I
brother.
think the
Decimate.
Oh,
when
this
the decimate happens and they got frost novaed, I think some of the warriors might have just gotten slapped by a zombie. That's my
yeah,
guess.
they'll hit whoever's closest.
Oh Jesus.
What matters is your sacrifice was not in vain.
Nah, I mean I stayed alive, but I wasn't close to zombies.
It's good shit.
All right, let's get people up. Great work, guys. Great persistence sticking with it. Now that we've seen how that goes, when you come back here with world buffs in the future, hopefully we can just nuke them down before zombies get like a big problem.
Yeah, get them before the decimate. I think it was I was able to learn a bit about the way to kite them too.
Are we ballsy enough to walk through?
Is that
well,
a
first things first? Let's get people alive.
Is that a hunter weapon?
I think that's a PvP weapon, sir.
Both
It looks
wrong.
pretty nice, I guess.
That's a cleave weapon.
Because now they have fucking. I want like the hunters get attack power buffs from the from like swords.
What?
We've always
What?
had them.
What kind of question is that?
Dude, I don't. Okay, listen. I don't play any other class other
so
than warrior
now-
and warlock.
So now, if you dual wield, you can put sharpening stones on both of them, and it's pretty nasty.
Oh, holy shit!
Want to keep going to Thaddeus, or do we think there's an easier way?
No, we're gonna keep going. I just
Really?
wanted to get people alive. So when we run here, this is gonna be like, think back to when we did BWL speedrunning, and it's walk in a straight line. There are packs on either side. We can skip them both. You just have
Dismiss
to,
pets.
walk in a straight line. Yeah, dismiss pets. Thaddeus is a two-stage fight where stage 1 we actually have to kill Stalag and Fugan. Stage 2 we kill Thaddeus himself. But step 1, let's get in the room without triggering ads. So everyone just walk in a straight line.
Nobody else wants to roll on that.
We're trying to walk in a straight line.
Now it's a bad time.
Yeah, go Kanye.
Guys, there's a
You
pack
got the
going.
pack coming. People are way too behind.
Yep.
Green Bear, you might just want to
They'll hold you.
manage it.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Get him. Get him. Oh my god, that blast wave.
Yeah.
I think the Death Knight horseman guy
Yeah, they
dies
need to
first.
spread out.
White bro.
Yeah, let's get some white protection up.
Holy sh! That trash is nasty.
Well, we got a Pat and the guy standing by the door because people you gotta move a little bit quicker when you're going in that straight line, guys.
Well, it was looking great. We almost had the whole line there.
So if you see, guys, there is one Death Knight and one little skeleton dude that pat around, and then we triggered them the exact moment to also get the two acolytes with them.
We do have white protection up.
Don't
Unfortunately,
go
white protection is on the
into.
far side of the pat.
Don't go into Nax.
Yeah, do not run back, or else we'll have to summon you, and it'll be a pain in the butt.
Well, there's another pet. It should be far enough away, maybe.
So while we're rezzing, I'm going to go ahead and explain Thaddeus / Stalag Fugan. So on the left side, I'm going to be the initial tank and the ranged DPS, along with Van Caro, Dank, Rocket, Ariella, Razia, and Thorin are going to be on the left side healing. On the right side, Dez is going to be the initial tank. There's going to be the melee DPS, plus Come Honor, Boss, Poke, Riddles, Apollon, and Zakura. And yeah, people are going to laugh at that name forever.
So I have the right side.
I did
out.
not hear you.
Yes.
Check the sheet. It's also listed on the sheet. And
Gurney, I'll say it, but these guys have to go down at the same time.
yep. So in phase 1, you can see them now. They're Stalag and Fugan. They have to die at the same time, kind of like the bosses in ZG, the Tiger boss. They're not a shared health pool like Twin Emps. They are separate health pools. So we got to kill them within like 10 seconds or 15 seconds of each other, whatever it is. On the left side is Stalag, who does a mana burn. So that's the reason we're having the ranged over there, because it's a close range mana burn. And on the right side is Fugan. So the melee are going to go DPS that one. Periodically through phase 1, they're going to toss the tanks back and forth. So just be prepared to swap. So healers, be prepared to swap who you're healing once they chuck Dez and I back across the room. We also, Dez and I, we got to keep them within the, you see those big lightning bolts that are hitting those Tesla coils? We can't drag them very far or else they start just murking people because they don't have that Tesla coil debuff on them anymore.
I
Try to
believe
keep
the AoE is super fucking close. Like you have to keep them really close because I was watching a couple streams and they got like just a little bit too far away and just killed everybody.
You should also probably put a few melee on the left side to even out.
On the right side, you mean?
Nope.
On the left side. Most of the melee are on the right already.
Oh, I thought left was melee, right was ranged.
Nope. Right one.
So
shooting
that's stage one. So Scott, you want to nominate the melee to come over? Just a couple to help on the left side.
Just do probably like just group 2. Should be fine, right? Or is that too much, you think? I mean, it's kind of hard to know exactly.
I think it's, yeah, like, let's just have, like, Grim, Shady, and Nectar come over to the left side and leave the rest of group 2 over on the right.
Let's try it.
So many groups running in the
Alright,
Nectar.
So that's phase 1 of the fight. Phase 2, first things first, you're going to have to jump from the platform to that far platform where Thaddeus is standing. You cannot just run. You have to hit your jump key. If you fall in that pit of goo. You have to swim all the way back here, run back up there, and try that jump again. So hit your space bar. If you unbound it yesterday during Heigen, rebind it now. The next big thing, so phase 2, the signature mechanic is the polarity shift. You're either going to get a red minus or a blue plus.
Quick question, where is that going to be on your screen when that happens? The plus and minus?
Debuff.
Debuff.
Okay.
So minuses are going to go to the left, positives are going to go to the right.
As you're looking at him.
Yeah, as you're looking at him from this direction. If we have people with the raw and debuff standing near each other, you're going to kill each other. Additionally, that boss Thaddeus is the highest health pool of any boss in Classic by like a long shot. Fortunately, the more people with the same debuff that are standing near each other, you buff each other's damages. So get ready. So DPS, get ready to see some really fucking huge numbers on your screen. There is a weak aura that we posted to help you with this, but remember, minuses go to the left, positives go to the right. Periodically during the fight, he will do a polarity shift. You're gonna have to recheck your debuff and move to your new side. Also, at the very end of this boss, do not loot the boss. Do not move towards each other. Those debuffs are still there. You will kill the raid even if the boss is dead. Wait for the debuff to fall off. You can move away from the middle and spread out, but do not go towards the other side at all.
Yeah, you have 5 seconds to swap.
Pets do get the debuffs. Dismiss your pets.
They can't make the jump anyway, I don't think.
Are we putting any melee on left side?
Grim, Shady, and Nectar are going to be on left side. Alright, everyone understand this?
Yeah, I just
Which
need
way?
1 second. I'm going to download that weak aura.
Any special consumables we should be using?
GNPPs.
And right side is like as we see the room, right side, right?
Yeah, from this.
Yes.
And then can we get one more time melee on which side, ranged on what side?
The most of the melee are going to be on the right side of Grim and Nectar. Check the sheet. Range DPS and Grim and Nectar will be on left.
Okay.
Alright, go spread to your appropriate sides. Don't go up the ramps, just get to the bases.
Sil and Gimli,
What's up?
you want to roll?
Yes, please. Sorry, I reloaded so I couldn't see anything.
I see.
Nice rolls.
Those were
Indeed.
great.
Alright, is everyone in the room?
Still on the wrong side.
Stiller, still over on the wrong side.
I'm sorry. Weakware is fucking up.
Should I go over and trade you rocket, or just wait until after we finish this?
Yo, I keep getting this Thaddeus polarity shift popping up. Is someone doing that?
Yes.
All right, let's kick ass.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember to keep him close to the coil. #1 priority.
Let him position it.
Also, Gurney and Des, please be talking about the percentage of health they have.
Currently at 90% on Starlight.
Also, in the second phase, you can your plus can change to a minus.
Alright, they're throwing the tanks across.
Right side is about 50.
Ours is about 55.
They're pretty darn close right now. Throwing the tanks again.
He's getting too far away.
Fugin's a little bit ahead, or sorry, Staлаг's a little bit ahead. Let's let Fugin catch up.
I'm dead.
They are tauntable. Taunt it, Scott.
Oh, slow down on Stalag.
Yeah, just stop.
Stalag's at 15%. Let Fugin catch up.
Everyone run towards the Tesla coil. Don't let him go.
Yeah,
away.
bring him closer.
Scott fall down. Oh, got slapped.
Do we want to be executing Fugin?
Yes.
We got a tank dead over here.
Yeah, nuke him down. Keep the one boss close.
Hmm.
Alright, kill them both, guys. They're both at like 5%.
Fugin's dead.
Alright, they're all dead.
Stalag's dead. Jump
Plus
boss,
on the
jump
right
boss.
side, minus left side.
I made it.
So everyone's still in combat, right?
Yep, there we go. He's.
Yep.
Heal tank.
If you're far away from boss, collapse in, collapse in,
Get
collapse
in.
in.
Okay, positive.
Alright, shift. Flow, wrong side, flow, wrong side.
Oh, and we're all dead.
But also, you don't want to be like 10 miles away. You got to be close to him, or you're not going to be able to switch
Yeah,
sides.
Apollon, that's a bad spot.
Yeah, we won't be able to get to the
Bad
other
spot.
side.
Pretty much where this pile of corpses is on the right side is basically where you want to be, because you're going to have to switch sides.
It's all good. This is just a learning curve.
This isn't too bad. First time we got both bosses down.
So, quick question: people, you leave combat after you kill them, right? Can we get reses off?
I don't think we leave combat. It didn't swap my
You-
trinkets.
I don't drink, so I don't think so.
You don't leave combat.
Okay.
I think another thing that would help dramatically is having 2 tanks with second threat, so that when Des and Gurney get booted across, they're not just running around. I think that's where we had a lot of Des on the left side.
Well, the caster side, like when Dez died and I picked up tanking, like if a caster gets aggro, you should move it back to the Tesla coil, because I think people were like running away from the boss and I had to then chase it.
Yeah.
As opposed to having it drag towards the Tesla coil.
So yeah, that's a general thing that applies to every fight. If you get aggro, run towards the tank. Do not run away from the tank.
And do you guys understand why on phase 2 you cannot be like max range? You have to be like melee range on either side. Because if it does polarity shift and you're 40 yards away from the boss, oh, I'm running to the other side, and I've killed my side.
Yeah, I think you only have about 7 seconds to do it.
believe
Each of the
5.
each of the piles should be pretty tight stacks. I know it does suck for the melee that you're gonna get parry hasted on whatever side the tank's on, but that's just how it is. And we did have at least 2 people went to the wrong sides that I saw.
We can also in the beginning of the fight, we don't have to be on each side. We could just stack in front of them to start with, just to.
Yeah,
make the-
there's a good 5-10 seconds before the very first polarity assignment.
That'll make the first shift easier.
Pre-pop your potions.
We will have to run through the good old nature tunnel, so you may want to save your potions till after that. I'm done. Wasted mine ahead of time.
God, it's really annoying. We have to do this entire goddamn run back.
Yep.
So why did Des die on? Do we have any good reason for that, or is it just he got chunked by a big crit or something?
I think he was
Were you-
outraging us.
You guys were wearing shields there.
I was wearing shields for most of it. I was swapping back and forth.
One of them
Green
hits.
No.
One of them hits harder than the other.
Des, make sure you don't outrange the heals. I know on the throws it can take a second to get repositioned.
How do you? Is there any way to
I don't
avoid
think
getting
there's
thrown?
really outranging heals. You Tesla Coil, if he's outranging a heal, that means you probably need to get closer.
That boss has mana drain though.
Is that what happened? Like the little bosses, like drained my mana quick.
Yes. That one drains your mana.
So are tanks like intercepting in? Like if they get tossed, they can intercept back, right?
Well, we don't take fall damage. They toss us right to where the previous tank was tossed from.
So with outranging, if the tank is further, meaning he's out of range, the boss is also further. So it's more of a healer position. You should be at max range from the tank.
Yeah, I was trying to finagle with it, but I was still getting hit a lot.
Tanks, let's try to tank them against the wall a little bit more, because they do that little small knockback. That might be screwing with the healer positioning a bit. So if we put our backs to the wall, that should help. All right, and let's group up before doing this run across as best we can, in case people, or if you do the run across, make sure you don't aggro the pat, basically.
No, I'd much prefer. Can we just wait? I'm fucking worried.
The pat's patting right now, so yeah.
The DPS felt pretty even for a while. The ranged one got ahead later. Do we want to move any of the amount of DPS on the two platforms?
I think it was good.
So theoretically, as long as the tanks are the top two on threat, no one else is gonna get aggro, right?
Yeah, so we inherit each other's threat when we get chucked across.
And we need to be prepared for a tank swap in case someone dies there, right? Because right side got fucked.
We are tauntable, fortunately, which makes it a little bit easier.
Apparently, Roll for Blame got an Ashbringer.
Dang.
That means they killed 4 horsemen. I've apparently been looking for a group channel the whole time. And if you want to get a summon on the last couple people, just to avoid any chance of aggroing pats on the way across.
Also, we probably want to group up in the middle for buffs.
Yeah, let's
not
group-
go to your sides yet.
I realized that after I walked to my side.
I think it's their third night this week in here.
Yeah, this raid's actually fun. Makes me want to stay in long.
Let's kill this boss, then we can take a quick bio break, and then go murder us. Either murder us a Hygen or try out some of the Death Knight trash, whichever we feel is more appropriate at that point. Let's get rebuffed first.
Trying out Rezulius might be pretty cool.
What's the range on the mana burn?
Good question.
I'm looking it up now. Yeah, I don't see the range. It just says drains from nearby casters.
If you're a warrior and you don't have Bone Reavers, please roll on this. Thank you.
I'm passing to warriors. Remember when those nice hunter swords come up that you guys can also use.
Are you think they're gonna give you Gressel?
Negative.
Which one's Gressel?
The one off
It's from KT.
The good one.
I want King's Fall.
Oh, Thaddeus drops the headpiece. I'm so excited. Each of these end bosses drops 2 of whatever piece they have.
Let's get buffs out, folks. We're still missing a lot of them.
I'm good.
We got like 2 whole melee groups missing fort buffs.
Pretty good sword for Stonkrons.
Gotta save those souls of those women and children by killing Thaddeus.
Yeah, the lore of Thaddeus is he's made from various human and other Azeroth races of dead body parts. In case you were curious.
Dude,
Mostly women and children.
Grobulus actually looks disgusting now.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to our sides, guys.
I'm ready. I'm sorry about that.
So just one quick reminder for the tanks, try to tank it against the wall to make it a little bit more static so the healers don't have to chase you in and out of mana burn range.
So plus right, minus left?
Correct.
You said that in a weird order and I had to think about it.
Get it.
Alright, as soon as Grim Shady's back at his computer, I can tell he's... Oh, there he is.
Get nice and close to him at the beginning.
And the weak core is great.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Stalag at 85.
Should the range move closer to the boss?
Tossing tank.
Alright, it's Gurney now on our side.
Good stuff, go.
Fugan at 60.
We need to slow down a bit on Stalag.
Yeah, Stalag
Yeah,
is...
we're waiting.
Just start auto-attacking.
It's Dez on our side again.
Did he not toss me?
He tossed me.
That's weird.
Slow DPS on Stalag.
Alright, now I'm getting tossed.
Okay, they're even now.
Fugan's a bit dead.
Stalag at 6%.
Alright, Fugan's dead.
Oh, it's
Jump boss, jump boss.
Just stand right in front of him at the beginning. You don't have a stack.
Alright, Scott will try to tank him initially, because we have all our tanks this time.
Tank, that means you too.
Well, looks like it's on Dez. Let Scott pick it up. Alright, Scott's done. Polarity shift in 2.
Alright.
Shift to your sides.
on Gurney.
Stack right next to the boss.
Someone just killed us, I think.
Yep.
Green Bear, Gurney.
Keep going, we can keep going.
By the way, the melee range is really big. You don't need to stand right next to him.
Guys, stack up.
Oh, Gurney dead.
Even if this is a wipe.
So, yeah, we didn't do... Yeah, this is a wipe. So if you lose too many people, we're just never going to get through his health. So, really pay attention to your polarity shift, guys. We lost about half the raid to that initial polarity shift.
Stack.
One person can wipe the whole raid.
Yes, yes, they can.
He's
Let's
like,
take a 5-minute bio on this run back. Die quickly. We're at the 2-hour 15 mark, so we take a quick bio right here. Let's give people about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that weak lore is really, really good.
So, who fucked up the polarity shift?
I don't know if there's a way to figure it out.
There was
we
a
can check-
negative on the right side.
Yeah, that's who killed people then. But
There must have been a positive on the left side too, because we died on the left side.
Also, just everyone chill for like a second and a couple seconds at the beginning there. We had a bunch of tanks jumping around.
We literally had like every single person in the raid alive and ready to go, and like fucking polarity shift in.
Yep.
It's like
much
just
cleaner job in phase 1, by the way, guys. Aside of, I don't know what happened with the weird toss, but we recovered from that despite the weird toss.
They only tossed one way. Is that what happened?
So they tossed the person second on threat on one side for some reason. It was weird.
I think the melee was too close in the middle, it looks like.
Yeah, people
we
were
do have
standing.
the break time timer going, guys. If you need to buy or anything, do it real quick.
But yeah, those are like the only fights. So if we can get the first phase and polarity down, that's it.
So Scott, are you able to look at a recap or?
The logs.
Oh, the log map. Yeah, so he's got a. I'm gonna repeat this later, but he's got a huge fucking hitbox. So you can. He's like an Ixio where you can attack him from like fucking 20 feet away. People are standing in his asshole.
How closely do you have to stack up with your group for the polarity?
As close as you can to your group.
If you're not a hunter, you should really get literally on top of everybody else.
Probably people were stacking straight up against the boss then.
Yeah, both groups stack on top of the literal bosses, but the
Yeah, you want to be like max melee range. I think what happened too was because threat was pulled around, he kind of moved towards negative side, and there was some repositioning happening there.
Yep.
When Gurney pulled him off me.
What I think we should do is put marks on a couple of people that aren't dumbasses, so that you know, a couple of melee to stack on. They're gonna have to move back and forth, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, follow the
Wow,
marks.
these Frogger bosses are really
How is it that like everyone? Well, I know exactly is how it threw. When people had world buffs, they cared. Now they're just running into them. But like, yeah, we had no deaths at the beginning, and then every single run back, at least one person has died to Frogger.
Can one of the raid leaders or something mark me for standing around?
I mean, if those marks switch in a certain way, though. it might
I'll
confuse
be
people.
honest, I feel like it's just gonna clog comms and cause unnecessary confusion.
Yeah, because the marks can switch and then.
But there's only gonna be two, you know, two
Or the
groups.
marks
I understand
could
what you're
wind up
saying.
Both negative or both positive.
Yeah. Both people could be the same mark, then
Yeah,
everyone
even
can
if you
stand
make
together.
8 marks, they could all be one side, and then multiple people are calling out sides and names and shapes.
I mean, it's
It's
as
just-
simple
You
as
have to
right and left. We
decide.
just have to
No
figure
one-
it out.
Hey,
No marks
no more
will tell
running.
you
No,
your-
Nope,
no more running.
nope, Pats.
Hold on, Jeff, I'll get you. Are you in Frogger? Oh, bottom of the pipe draw.
So if we
It's like
mark
a-
6 people, then there's only a 1% chance that we have everybody on the same side.
Regardless of the chances, I don't personally think it's a good idea.
It's
Yeah.
literally just right and left anyway, so.
Yeah, but people fucking. But the max melee range is important, and I was telling
We're
people
not
to stand
marking
back.
anyone. We're not marking anyone.
Okay, that. If we wipe because people stand too close, then let's reevaluate.
If people want to throw down a loon stones on either side that don't move, maybe that's okay.
That's a great idea.
Jinx.
That also only works if the boss doesn't move an inch.
Party pooper.
So I'm telling you, max melee range, it's like Onyxia. It's fucking huge.
So how do we get the weak ore in there? How do we do?
Like, how do you download it?
I have the add-on. Where's the?
Do
where's
/WA.
Just click
Yeah.
that.
And then there's a link inside of our Nax discussion posted by Scoob.
Also, Elazar just put a chat link. You can literally just click that chat link and it'll
And then
download
say
it.
import.
Only click it once, by the way. If you click it like 5 times because you don't think it's doing anything, it'll download it 5 times.
Wait for the numbers to finish loading all up, and then you can hit import.
So is that my left or his left?
Left as you're looking at him right now.
I'm kidding.
The pad is coming. The pad is coming. If you didn't make it, turn it around. But also don't go too far left because there's other mobs there. Just die. Just die, Riddles. Or Zakura, just die.
We'll res you when it's safe.
No problem.
You should have casted a heal on someone right beforehand. Fuck you
would've
guys.
tried.
I thought about it.
Hilarious, actually. I'd have laughed.
Would that work? Because I know healing someone else puts you in combat, but would
It wouldn't
person
have
in
worked now.
combat healing someone else?
It wouldn't have worked now.
So we can probably
Just needed to keep running just a little bit more.
but I think the Death Knight Wing has part of the mobs we need for the quest to turn in our tier gear.
Yeah, I forgot to get it yesterday, so I don't have the spider or the plague ones. Pepe hands.
Oh, that's for the tier gear. You have to do that quest.
Yeah. Can't turn any of it in until you do it.
Technically, that Pat that we wiped to is one of the mobs.
Yeah, when I was in Overvive a frickin' inn, I literally just picked up every stupid quest. I was like, oh, these will mean something.
One of them definitely does, that's for sure.
Yeah, I got a tier piece yesterday, and then I realized I didn't have the prereq quest, and I was like, fake.
Well, none of us have it completed yet anyway, so.
Wait, what's the prereq quest?
Just killing mobs and
It's kill
Naxxramas.
trash. It's like a number of trash mobs. Basically, you have to full clear the trash up to each first boss, in essence.
Pretty much.
I just shared it with anyone who's standing near me.
Yep, Echoes of War, that's the correct one.
Same.
So the only one that the rest
I
of us
think
should be missing is Death Knight Captains, it looks like.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have.
Sharing a quest.
Play
It's not raid
these
wide.
Death Knights.
Razia, your
No,
quest
it
log
was
is
raid
full.
wide.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
raid
shit.
wide.
Razia, your quest log is full.
Yeah, it might be full if it doesn't pop
Yeah,
up at all.
yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do a ready check to make sure everyone's back. It looks like we're actually pretty darn good on buffs as well.
Alright, you can share again. Thanks.
For anyone that wasn't able to bring enough consumes for these wipes, go to your mailbox and look for something with a subject that says "Hey friend," and then you can copy and paste that link.
I have a great discount.
Indeed.
Or join the Relentless
It's more like
Insomnia
dear friends.
Discord.
If you make more than like $2 an hour, then it's definitely worth your time.
If you don't, send me a message and I'll PayPal you $5 because I'm sorry.
Let's get to our side.
Yeah, honestly, if anyone wants to take the potential account ban, I'll Venmo you.
Might get Norton antivirus too, or something like that, just in case.
I'll take you up on that, Kanye.
Do we want to move Eric's and Grimshady back to the melee side?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, the range side has been a little bit ahead both times. Alright, doing one more ready check to make sure everyone's good, and then we'll get the show on the road.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is it possible to get a Curse of Wreck over here?
Thanks.
What's right side's health?
They're pretty even. It's like 60-60.
Okay. Ours just hit about
50-50.
50. Yep.
50 on Fugue. Thoughts and
40.
tanks.
Scott's tanking now. Scott, Dez. Dez
Dez
is
and
down.
Gurney.
Green Bear's tanking.
Should we get a BR on Des?
No, it's fine. What else? On the,
17% stalwart.
They're even.
Heals on Green Bear.
Gurney is tanking on our side now.
Stalag's dead.
Fugin's dead.
Dead.
Both are dead. Jump boss.
Let me get threat, please.
Yep, let Scott get threat.
Stack right in front
Stack
of them.
right in front.
Yeah. This is about how far we can be on either side too, once we split.
So melee, feel free to test out max range here. See how far you can go out.
3 seconds.
Polarity shift in 1.
Check your sides.
Get your sides.
Yo, Grim Shady, come back a bit. GNPPs.
Yeah, that chain lightning hits hard.
Next polarity shift in 1.
Check your sides. Most of us will be the same.
1 second. New sides, new sides. Check.
Polarity shift soon.
Polarity shift
Okay.
starting now.
Check your sides now.
He's casting in 1 second.
Check
your side.
Yo, positive side, get back a little bit, melee. There you go.
Negative melee can step back a little.
Polarity shift in 2.
Well, the window's opening in 2, so the window opens and it'll cap it. So wait for the cap.
I see.
Casting in 1.
Check your
Check your
sides.
mark. It's on Green Bear. Heal Green Bear. Heal Green Bear. Alright, it's back on Scott. Berserk in 3.5 minutes.
Polarity shift. Check your side.
Yeah, let's not call polarity shift until it like definitely happens.
You'll see his hands go big and blue and doing all that shit.
Yeah.
It's like his only thing that has a cast time on it. I don't know if they'll get it this time. But
Casting it
practice.
again.
Yeah, check.
Check your side.
This one's great practice, though. This chain lightning hits a lot harder than I expected. I think that's what's been whittling down our raid.
So yeah, save any long-term cooldowns for our next attempt. Don't like waste any recklessness or anything on this one. But we're seeing deep in the fight. He's shifting again. You also can run directly through the boss. You don't have to run around the boss. You can just charge through his body.
Fucking attack damage buff though, it's pretty sick.
You like seeing all
Alright.
those really big numbers?
Oh well, that's a good one.
This is a great
Oh, yeah,
lane.
start wiping it up.
So,
So is it just the chain lightning that's taking people out? Is that what we're losing people to?
Looks
That
like
is
it.
what it looks like.
if anybody, for any reason, is not popping a greater nature protection potion, and ideally a second one during this fight, now is the time to do so. We could have easily had that boss with a bit more juice in the tank. If you're not using, your DPS consumes or anything like that, pop that shit. We're getting there. We had all the mechanics down. We just gotta get a bit more juice in the tank, bit more DPS, bit more heals, bit more mitigation. We'll kick this fucker.
You don't pop it till after the tunnel.
Yes, that.
But yeah, right after you jump out of the tunnel, pop it. Also make sure you're relatively topped off before you jump. Don't jump at like half health. Out of the tunnel, that is. Sorry.
And then be sure to pop a second one whenever it comes off cooldown during the fight.
How many bosses did you kill now?
Yeah, I'm sorry, fellas. I ran through 10 this raid, and I am out.
I have 2 mongoose I can give to people.
Or I don't have. I'm good on mongoose, but I don't have GMPPs.
I have 1 of those I can give to a person.
We need them for any other fights tonight?
No.
So we got about a half hour left on this one. They're also potentially useful for Heigen if we clear it this time, but let's, roll it this fight.
Yeah, Thaddeus can drop 2 head pieces instead of 1 piece.
And it gets us a whole second wing cleared. I know, like, boss count doesn't matter if it's a whole wing, but mental pride, we can say we've cleared 2 whole wings.
Yeah, and Abomination's the biggest one.
Well,
in terms of bosses.
Oh yeah, it does have the most quantity of bosses. That is objectively correct.
Do you think it's worth putting on a little bit of nature protection here?
Probably not, because it's also a big, thick DPS race, and healers. I assume because it's 2 parts and you'll get a drink in between. I assume you're gonna want a lot of mana for this.
I saw Sylvain drinking mid-fight. How did you do that?
Faint death.
Hunters.
Oh, you son of a...
It helped so much. Oh my god, I was so and had used a rune. Oh man.
There's a shit ton of damage going out, so you'll want as much healing as possible on your gear up on.
Yeah, healers can pop a mana pot instead of a second nature pot if they keep in mind they need to heal themselves too, whenever Chain Lightning goes out.
So keep in mind with your DBM timers, you're going to see two different timers for polarity shift. One is the window that he can cast it is open. And then when you actually get the cast timer, when his hands turn blue and full of lightning, that's when he's actually casting the polarity shift. You're not guaranteed to shift, but it means watch your debuff. And if you do shift, get to the other side. When you do swap, you can run straight through the boss. You don't need to do any fancy things of running around. With the exception of hunters who do have a min range issue, there's no reason that the rest of the range and the healers can't just stand in the big melee pile to make their running and their lives easier.
Yep.
I stayed alive. Come on. I stayed alive essentially the entire fight. I noticed some things like there are a ton of melee who are standing way too close to the boss. They're not near maximum range, and I can see the boss lightning people. The damage actually isn't really that bad. Like it's not like whittling us down or anything. I had plenty of time. I used my potions.
I mean,
twice.
The chain lightning will happen no matter what, right?
Yep.
If it was the standing too close lightning, everyone would have gotten nuked.
You're not going to be able to outrange the War Stomp, right?
I'm talking about when, like, I guess maybe it's when we're swapping polarities. That's when, like, a ton of the damage is happening. Like, as soon as I saw, like, the boss's casting, I got ready to move if I needed to, like, into position. But that's where I see a lot of the damage happening. That's when, like, a lot of the healing is going on. I don't think that we're moving fast enough.
I think the swaps went fine, though. It's just the chain lightning.
I don't think there's any major death issues, but yeah, I think they're like looking at the logs. There's still a decent amount of pause and neg charge damage going on.
Definitely at least at one point.
I think ranged. Make sure melee. To reiterate what was said before last fight and what Kalmaner mentioned there, make sure you're at max melee range so we don't get any just accidental. You're standing too close to the other melee pile damage. Ranged, there's no reason for you, ranged and healers, there's no reason for you guys to run all the way to the back. You can kind of stand in the melee stacks as well. It'll make your life easier. You don't have to run as far. Does anyone else see bubble floating on their screens?
Levitate.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the buff on you.
I see a pet out too. They're getting.
If you haven't yet, pre-pop your GMPPs. Start using all your consumes. Let's down this boss.
You want to summon Erickson Flow? I don't know how far behind there.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Also, if you're not using food strength buffs, I can understand it if you don't want to go through 100 Smoke Desert Dumplings, but Blessed Sunfruit should be in your inventory.
Those are also great for speedruns because they're an instant cast time.
Hell yeah.
You know, I can definitely kill this guy in the next 23 minutes.
Tanks
And that
walk
would
off south.
put us at. I think that put us at 8 actually.
All right, get to your sides.
Gurney, I'm ready.
Razia, you good?
3, 2, 1.
Not when you may want to dismiss your pet. I'm not sure if that could cause any issues.
That's a yes.
Who's second tank on Fugan? We only have Dez.
Guys, why does everyone forget about Green Bear? He's second threat. Jeez.
He wasn't for a while. It's good
Toss
now.
and tanks.
Yo, it messed up on the toss.
Yeah, our guy's going all the way down.
We didn't get a tank tossed over.
It tossed him into the.
That's so whack.
That's actually ridiculous.
All right, so let's wipe up this pole because it's already going to be scuffed.
Everybody walk down and get wipe protection.
Let's make sure we have a backup tank just on each platform, just in case. So if Scott, you want to come over to my platform at the beginning, or one of Scott or Green Bear will come on the left side just in case shit like that happens.
Did they throw the wrong one, or did someone jump up on the threat?
No, they didn't
No,
throw
no,
one.
It didn't throw me.
It didn't throw
Who
him.
did it throw then?
It threw him very short. Yeah, like it threw me against the wall instead of like across.
The classic experience.
Basically, the guy on our side was the guy on our side was trying to kill Des, but Des didn't get tossed, so he just fucking started running all over the place to go get Des.
Did we get any white protection up there? Probably not. Run
Gimli is up. Jumper cables are in hand. I'm looking at Apollon as soon as they're ready.
Let's go, jumper cables.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
And Bubble's up, right?
Mama likes it low.
Bubbles in Eastern Plague Lands. I think he went to repair. Or he hearthed that.
I heard to say buffs.
Alright, Apollon, get ready.
Here we go, boys.
Don't go anywhere, Apollon.
It worked.
Let's go.
Dude, one time it worked.
No whammies.
Just a reason for all the raid members to go engineering.
the 1 in 10 chance the jumper cables actually work.
It's only really good for hunters or rogues who can get out of the fight.
I don't think as a mage I'm gonna be able to feign death.
It's great for 5-mans with druids.
That's true.
That's true.
Will
I would know.
Will this be our 8th box?
Yes.
I don't let
Discord
druids
has-
into my 5-mans though.
I feel like it's such a dumb, easy mechanic too. We just need to not have any mistakes happen in the beginning.
That one was just scuffed
just
because
scuffed,
of a weird toss. We'll have an emergency tank on both sides just in case something dumb like that happens again. But also help with like the 2 swings he has while the tanks are flying through the air.
Is Des tanking him in the right spot? Like, is that a weird spot where he's like all the way on the left? Should
So
he be in the
basically,
front?
I had him directly against the wall, like my back was against the wall. I just need to step a little forward.
Yo, Thorin, can I get a res? And Kaiba.
Yeah, it looked similar to the same spot. He must have just been hugging the wall really hard. Maybe it bonked on the wall or something.
Yeah.
Did we not log our Gluth kill?
No.
Rip.
I was wondering why it didn't show us the right order in the standing.
Who cares? We know what we have. What would be our current standing right now if it was logged?
Move us up like 1 spot compared to where we are now.
Yeah.
I have said multiple times, if anyone with a reliable connection and attendance wants to do it, they can.
We know what we've accomplished.
Zalz and Shadow, are you guys at a Trogger?
No, I'm at Thaddeus.
I'm against the parse culture, so I don't want to encourage it.
Yes, obviously Kanye, king of the not parsing.
Says the guy who always parses.
We all always parse. Whether you like it or
Scott
not.
didn't on Scott didn't parse on Farlina yesterday.
That's true, that's true.
Such cry.
The elusive non-parse.
I took one for the team on that one. Oh god, excuse me.
quality burp.
That sounded like Eric's right there.
Let's see what other shit Thaddeus drops.
The good Canadian burp.
He has a healing staff, which is meh, but it's alright.
Shadow res incoming, then rocket.
Am I in a spot that can be rezzed, or do I need to run? This is Nost.
Let's see.
The staff does look sick though. It's like a candlestick.
Could you describe where you've died in a slow and explicit detail?
I wish I could, but I can't.
He has a triangle on him somewhere.
Anything
Nost
to hear a
is like
few more
dead
weird.
Frogger.
I need to hear a few more words out of that. Beautiful voice.
Yeah, Nost is definitely an irresolute place.
That's what I like to hear.
Where is he?
He's in the doorway.
That's the voice of a man who has, what is it, 2 shards or 3 shards already?
Not enough.
Yeah, that mace, it's interesting.
Just 38 more to go.
Oh my god, Bubble, did you float that? Are you kidding me?
Oh, he drops Abyss Warrior Chest.
What? You can't afford feathers, my guy?
Dude, totally. But I was saving him, you know what I'm saying?
Saving him for another account.
This is it, dude. This is what I'm saving everything for. All of my gold is.
That
in
was
this.
The pad is coming. The pad is coming.
Don't.
That
Careful,
jump
guys,
right
careful.
there.
Oh, dang, that's a little scary. Like how they take their sweet time too.
They ain't got nowhere to be. They've been in Naxxramas since 2004, dude. Dude, when they were first put in this instance, those riders were alive.
Does someone have like a drum thing that they can play on the rhythm bot?
No, don't laugh at that joke. That was horrible.
Alright. Is Eric's closer? You want to get a summon on Eric's? Didn't mean to pin the bat, my bad.
That mace actually seems really good. The one hand.
It is.
Oh, back
I
to
don't-
single buffs again.
I don't know why you're saying that like it's a question.
I haven't honestly looked at much of
Can
the.
anyone look at the model for that mace and tell me how that's a mace?
Dude,
Are you
Castigator?
saying
I hardly know
Fuck,
her.
that is.
It's definitely a mace, but it's a mace that should use sharpening stones instead of weight stones.
Huh. It's like a drill bit.
That's like 8 axes in one.
It's got a smashy part at the end. That's
You hit it with a pommel.
It's like a Locomere with fucking swords on it. A long Locomere with swords on it.
Reason we're fucking hitting our heads against this is it's all the warrior loot, you know.
Make sure you're pre-popping your nature pots if you haven't yet. Alright, Ari's relogging. He's already back, that was quick.
Pop some night fin soup just to help out. It's a long fight.
Pally buffs are going out, they're almost done.
Tanks look off south.
Alright, Green Bear go to the right side, and we already have Scott on the left as the emergency tank should anything go wrong. Spread to our sides.
Is this our last attempt?
Let's see how it goes. If it's like if it's a 2-minute attempt like that last one, we can jam another one in. But in reality, it's gonna be our last attempt because we're gonna kill it.
Yes. So tantalizingly close.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's green. Back on Dez.
Tossing tanks.
It just
green.
tossed me into the water.
Scott, pick up the other side.
Yeah, you can't tank him up against the wall like that.
Oh, was
Oh, Gurney was.
Man, it's worked for me so far. Maybe I'm doing it slightly differently.
Oh wait, Dez didn't get knocked. Yeah, I don't.
Tossing tanks.
Just don't tank him right up against the wall, regardless what we do.
Tossing tanks.
You can just slow down on Fugan.
Yeah, slow Fugan, slow.
It's 30-17.
Healers, don't let yourself get mana drained like that.
Fugan at 14. What's Stalag at?
Okay, they're even. 10.
Should we be res the healer?
Yes.
Stalag at 1.
Green's up.
Fugan dead. Go ahead and jump. Remember, stack in front at the beginning. Stack in front. Let Scott get threat. Here comes the polarity shift in 1. Get to your sides. Max melee range.
Positive back up a bit.
Pop another GMP.
Couple people real close on positive side.
Oh, Pollen. Pollen move.
Wow. Check your marks.
I think that was... Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, that was probably a mark.
Yeah, if people get shot like that, it's a mark.
I think that was Thorn.
Should we wipe it and try one last time?
No, let's go ahead and wipe it up before people... Don't use any more consumes. Next polarity shift, just stack on top of everybody. Or just stack now. Run to the middle. Let's get ourselves one last clean attempt.
Freaking missed the first jump and came back and got one-shotted.
Alright, we can do this, guys. We just need to be really careful about your marks. Once again, you can run straight through the boss. Don't hug around to the side. It takes longer.
Again, even if you're a caster, stand at melee range, so you don't have to run as far when you're going through. People died there because they were trying to run to the right side, but got caught because they were standing too far away.
Also, don't like finish casting or nothing. Just go.
Yeah,
as soon
get
as you
into the
start
right
casting, be ready to move.
Yeah, if you're a healer, you can like throw a hot on the tank if they're low or something, but move.
I almost like when we wipe on the first half more, because then we can actually get res protection.
Yeah. But...
Alright, I have a challenge for y'all. Nobody die on Frogger this time.
Dude, I thought anyone who died on Frogger was a fucking retard, but that hitbox was huge. I got past it, and then it killed. It like popped while it was behind me.
Don't even
Right in
get
the
close
middle.
to them. They're so slow. You can just like run like 5 yards away from it at all times.
I'll
Shoot straight
take
up the
that
middle.
as a compliment, Kanye.
What's that?
I said I'll take that as a compliment. You know.
I also like how Kanye, like, we can't say blind on your stream, but you're apparently fine just dropping the R word on people.
Whoa.
I'm just trying to follow Twitch's community guidelines, okay?
I'm just gonna sit here and wait for people who need reses.
Yeah, don't be blind to the rules, dude.
Back in Wrath, I would die to those slimes all the time, but now it's just super easy. Especially with the good connection.
Bubble to do that. I saw a slime pop, but nothing, no death.
Maybe it was a pet? I don't know.
Some of the pallies like toying with us by popping Blessing Protection on themselves.
Yeah, if you pop a slime, it's dead, so I mean, the next people behind you are safe from that specific one.
I just want to know who the architect behind Noxramas was that made it so in order to get to the room that has Thaddeus, you have to climb on a pipe and through a different pipe.
I think the final boss of all the wings kind of connect on the outside rim.
Yeah,
If you wanna-
technically we can walk through all that extra trash and go from wing to wing.
Yeah, so this is just like the fast way. It's not the only way.
Still bad architecture.
Maybe.
I'm just curious what this pipe was doing originally. What is it piping?
The sludge that they create these things.
Maybe that's what
But
this
it's just connected between two random points in ceilings.
Does it deliver the zombies to glue to eat?
Maybe.
No, they magically come out of the grate somehow.
That was almost really bad.
Almost.
Yes, the pat is right there.
It was auto running. It's like, yeah, I'm straight.
Oh, the next pat's coming. Next pat's coming.
Oh, yep.
Go back. Go back.
Come on her? Where are you going?
No, go on her. Come back. Come back.
There's normal people standing on the left side too.
Oh, he's dead. And we have the pet.
And I think we're probably gonna wipe because most
If
people
there's a
are
pally
still low
here,
health
if
after
there's a
that.
pally here, DI.
Just
You're in
entered
combat.
combat.
Yeah, guys, don't get cute with these pats, please.
I like how they ran back so we could all die.
Well, not all of us.
Well, those of you who are already in the back of the room never entered combat, so.
Yeah, everybody that was in combat. You did.
Are you in combat, Scoob?
No, they reset.
Okay.
I wasn't in combat at first, but then they ran close enough to me and made me in combat.
Now, Gimli, are you actually dead?
Yeah, somebody dragged the ads on top of me when I was being death.
I don't know why people are running to the left. There's nowhere to go. It's like there's more mobs on the side.
Alright, are we good to go through the pipe now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing I didn't pop my nature pot as soon as I got out of the pipe.
Fucking Grim goes through the whole instance in stealth. Don't blame him.
Yeah, honestly, I wish I had stealth right about now.
Damn it, I should have thought of that.
Grim, did you just say never trust boomers, even though you're one of the older ones in the guild?
Well, that's how he knows not to trust.
Takes one to know one, you know?
Deep cover.
I don't trust anyone my age.
I think there's probably.
I don't trust anyone my age. I know how we are.
Clear paths for now if you want to run.
See, crossing this part here is the
Still-
same thing as crossing this street. Just
Still
look
want to
at both
stand in the
sides.
center, Kanye.
Look both ways, yeah. Oh, I think Dank is the last one. So now I can actually get our last attempt at it.
Starting my game real quick.
We get a summon on green.
Sorry, Saladin.
I'm 12. What is this?
If you have any nature
Permission
pots
slip
left,
to
pop
attend
them
this.
now. I know a lot of people might have just run out of their nature pots.
I have some extras if people need. Open trade if you need a greater pot. Nature.
Brad, what are you trading me for? Okay.
I'll get my buffs out eventually, one by one. Luckily, they don't decrease in power.
Dez, I was informed by an anonymous tip to inform you not to fuck up.
Yes, I know this. I already know not to fuck up.
Just take them a little bit further away from the wall, Des. The biggest thing with the knockback is you don't want to knock him into mana burn range on your healers, and you don't want him to knock you off the ledge.
Well, I wasn't directly on the wall that time. So I guess like five
There's a lot of
steps
buff
at least, I guess.
missing.
I don't know.
Like, you don't need to be that close to the wall. As long as your back's to it, you're fine.
We still got a handful of priest buffs going out, guys, so don't run away until you have all your buffs.
Group 2 needs fort. I can. There we go.
See, group.
And there's actually looks like the mage buffs are fine.
It's like group 8 could use fort as well.
No,
There we go.
Also, group 1 totally does not need Prayer of Spirit, just as a FYI.
We ain't near that buff cap. You can give Ariella his and Greenbear their spirit.
Yeah, the spirit that's going to do so much for paladins and druids. It's the feral variety.
Yep.
You had a problem with spirit?
Hey, dude, it cheers me up.
Alright, looks like everyone is on their sides.
It makes me feel like water.
They just want to be appreciated.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Both
Boss
at 80.
might want to get back a bit. Get mana drain. Boss is
Shot across.
Dez did not get. Oh, he did. Okay.
Or get mana drained all now.
Both at 60.
Fugan at 50. Chucking across.
Stalag at 50.
Did it chuck someone instead of Dez?
Yeah, it took me.
It just got.
I mean, Scott's the tank, so it works.
25.
We kill Fugan.
Stalag 20.
Kill him.
Fugan 13. Low Fugan, slow
Stalag
Fugan.
12.
I think we're good just to kill them both.
Alright, kill him. Fugan dead. Stalag dead. Jump
Green Bear dead.
It's okay. We'll kill the boss and avenge you.
Directly in front.
Stack in the middle. It's a good idea to use that evocation now.
Left minus.
Let Scott get threat.
There's the chain lightning. It's casting it.
Polarity shift in
Check
1.
it.
Max melee range.
Come on or get in the stack. You're gonna fuck someone up if you don't get over fast.
Dude, I'm not fucking anybody up. I haven't died the entire fight.
Hang on. Just keep focusing.
Just keep watching the right side.
Polarity shift casting in 1.
Check it. Repop your nature if you have to, if you have them.
Casting polarity shift.
Check it now.
Dank, what the fuck are you?
Scared the shit out of me, Dank. Jesus.
Casting polarity shift.
Check it now.
Boss moves slightly. Make sure you're still at max melee range.
Yep.
If you don't have nature pots, make sure you're using healing pots or mana pots.
Casting it.
Casting.
Check it.
Dank, Jesus fucking Christ.
Keep it up, guys. We can get him down.
Just keep it tight.
You can also be using your dense dynamite if you have a bunch in this rotation. Anything helps.
Can you sap her?
I'm gonna shield wall here.
If it's not gonna kill you. Casting.
Check it.
Check. Pop your cooldowns.
Your
Your longer
bandage
ones,
yourself.
maybe. Bandages, health pots, anything you got?
Health pots, especially for you DPS.
Casting polarity.
Check it.
We're in execute range.
Bandage and health pot, bandage and health pot.
Casting.
Check.
Warriors wreck if you haven't.
Anything, yeah. He's casting. And check now.
Push it, everything you got.
Your low amount of debuff stacks is gonna make it tough, but let's keep pushing. We got a
We
minute
got it.
13 till Berserk.
He's about dead, trust me. I'm watching him.
Kill this fool.
Good shit.
Nice.
Good
shit.
shit.
Wait,
Everyone back up. Everyone back up.
Move
Anywhere you are,
backwards.
do not move. You'll literally wipe.
Don't check the loot. Do
forgot
not
about that.
check the loot.
Oh my god.
Check the loot.
Fine, everyone stand still. Don't move. Nobody move. You're good.
Fuck yes.
Wait.
Still
8 of 15,
20
that's good,
seconds.
boys. 8 of
Res,
15.
don't do-
That's over half. Over halfway done with the progression.
In all the years I've raided, this is the first time I used bandages to heal people. Because it was actually necessary.
Yeah, they're good to have for.
I was so and out of shit.
Were they like silk bandages?
Oh, did we get like a swap there or something? Like no one moved. What happened?
We have a paladin left. We can res.
I actually don't know what happened there.
The Thunder Furies.
Yeah, like no one moved.
Two mana pots, a rune.
2 mana pots.
Wow, that's a lot of.
I'm gonna link the loot in case you're curious. That's not a roll. Wait for Rocket to get up for the rolls. Just I know all y'all are curious.
Nice. Got a helmet for our warriors. So peace for the others. Need that warrior gear for that horseman crap. And to just make
So obviously some bumps in the road tonight, but we cleared another whole wing tonight. We one-shot Patchwork, a boss that we were terrified of last night. So A+ there. We got some things we can improve, especially on Gluth and Thaddeus. Obviously Thaddeus dragged out a lot longer. If we had people with more nature pots, because without all those wipes and more consumes, without all those wipes, it would have been a little bit smoother. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what we got done tonight, guys. We got some more sweet loot. We got another whole wing down, and we're moving up in the progression world. So now we have all week to try to recuperate from the very expensive raid that is Naxxramas. If you have the ability to, try to sign up for a GDKP, especially because we're not running BWL and AQ. You can make, anywhere between 3 and like 1,000 gold doing those things. 300 and 1,000, that is.
That's the best way to end the raid. Kill him.
Also, everyone congrats Frond, because Frond is the best. If you hate Frond, I don't like you anymore.
Why? What do you want to?
Because Frond is hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I thought it was
I'm
funny
just saying,
until
if you
my
see in the
ult died.
general chat,
Green Bear, I think.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at the next general.